Okay, what is going on YouTube? We live? Mic work? Okay, cool. I think we're golden. Hello? Hello? Okay, yeah. I think we have audio. Nice. All right, well, let's just jump back into it.
The Mega Messenger said I have been called.
Hey, what's up, the Mega Messenger? I'm glad you tested out TTS for me, because I feel like it hasn't been working, and I was actually considering implementing this new feature. I wonder if I could do it live. Could I do it live? Because I kind of want it to pull from a variety of voices. So it's like sometimes the chatters will just be talking with like a German accent or something. I thought that'd be super funny. So I set it up, but I was afraid to make it go live. I was a little concerned. I don't know if I want to test it right now. Maybe we'll test it later. All right. So let's get back into it. We were playing Professor Layton, and I was getting into it, honestly. I think I really like these games. I don't know why. Wait. Did Night and Ear use Mario? What's up, Night and Ear? It didn't work? Uh-oh. Why is Mario still not working? I specifically looked at it, too. Okay, well, that one works. Scream works. I thought they were the same command. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me look at this. Let me look at this. Mario Scream SFX edit. Yeah, Mario. Okay, it's Mario Scream. Exclamation point Mario Scream. You know what? I think it's because I took that break from streaming and people just forgot. Even I forgot. There's a secret command that I don't remember. It's super long and it does something ridiculous, but I can't quite remember what it is. You know what I find funny? The final showdown of Tenacious D. That is a good movie. Mario Scream didn't work, but maybe you were timed out because there's a limit. People can't just like spam. Yeah, works for me. Works for me. Works for me. Works for me. Works on my machine chat. Sorry. Got a hair in my mouth. It's the annoying part about having long hair. I was actually considering getting a haircut, but then I was thinking that would be devastating to my image. If I didn't have the hair poking out of the veil, would people even tune in? What's up, Aries Archives? All right. Without further ado, let's get back to puzzling, because I think my mind, I'm letting the brain rot get a little too real, guys. I'm letting the brain rot get a little too serious. We gotta fix it with Layton. Okay, so we were looking for the kid, right? Would you give me the Doom Prof without the hair? That's what I'm saying. It's a bit worrisome. You know, back at the monastery, guys,
the Mega Messenger said also I finally made myself a definitive costume for my videos. It's a mask with a light cloth over it. Also, yeah, I also have long hair and for some reason my hair grows really fast. Nice.
Back at the monastery, we're supposed to have shaved heads, so don't tell the elders. And rock with the long hair. Tell me, are you any closer to... oh no, wait. What does Layton sound like? Shoot. Tell me, are you any closer to uncovering the whereabouts of the missing child? So you two are still flipping over furniture to find that tyke, huh? Do you mean to say the child has been found? No, not at all. What I'm saying is the child is no longer on this train. Whoa. I've asked everyone aboard, but no one gave me the answer that suggests they'd seen the lad. This led me to the conclusion that the poor child either got off early or fell from the train. Fell off? He fell off. Yes, it's entirely plausible given the way children love to run amok. When you combine that with their oversized heads, you gotta suppress me for this. What does head size have to do with that? I'll contact the railway police at the next station, so feel free to give up on your search. Just a moment, Inspector. The windows on this train are mounted high, and every exit is manned. Given the situation, don't you think it's unlikely a child could have made it off the train unnoticed? Alright, I'll humor you. So tell me, Layton, what do you think this elusive ankle biter got off to? That I can't say, but something tells me we made a rather large misassumption here. Oh, there's just no reasoning with you. Fine, keep playing detective. Nothing will come of it, I tell you. What's up, 99 Prisma Balloons? Yeah, we got a bunch of people from the previous stream. Given what he's had to work off, Kelmy's seduction is pretty sound. I don't know. Children they're crafty. They could be playing hide and seek, you know? Maybe the child doesn't want to be found. I'm still so sure the child is a dog. Okay, let's go find more puzzles. I don't think we can go this way because this guy doesn't let us in the fancy car, right? Wait, oh! Story! What's on your mind, my boy? You look distracted. It's hard to put my finger on why, but I feel like someone has been watching us for a while. You too, then. I've been feeling that same sensation myself. Do you think that someone might be taming us? It's certainly possible. Keep an eye out for anything unusual, my boy. Okay, cool. Guess what I just found in my father's house? I found his copy of Doom. That's awesome. Is it like the DOS version? I mean, there's like a trillion versions of Doom. I'm assuming you mean like original. Glad I made it to start this time. Elga's Thursday. It is a good Thursday. This is Throwback Thursday, by the way, guys. I feel like I don't mention that. Throwback Thursday is the day where we were supposed to stream older games. I end up just pretty much only streaming older games. But I've been looking forward to this because I want to get back in the Layton. So the company that made this game, Layton, just released a game on Steam that I've heard is pretty good and it's doing really well. So I'm hoping off of the success of that game, they're going to come back with another banger. They're going to give us Layton number 9 or whatever, which will give us just an enormous amount of content because this is only the second game. There's like 7 more to go. Aw, this looks like one of Tom's shoes, doesn't it, Professor? It certainly does. We're going to find a third shoe. That's what's going to happen. But the strange thing is it's the same foot as the shoe we found earlier. So it is. Aha! I knew it. So then, Tom must be... Oh, Luke, I do believe we both made a faulty assumption. What exactly do you mean? Recall for a moment the events that have unfolded thus far. Let's see. We found a tiny shoe on the floor. That's right, shoe small enough for a baby. And then there was the cap we found in the kitchen. But it was lodged in such a tiny corner, I don't know how Tom could have wormed his way back there. Diabolical Box is my favorite, along Unwound Future. Is that the third one? I don't actually know the sequence of titles. Gex? Wait, it was for 3Do? That's awesome. The 3D is crazy. Okay, let's see. Correct. In order to get back there, Tom would have to be no more than half your size. Now that you mention it, I don't think I've seen any boys younger than myself on the train. That was my impression as well, which is why I began to consider a different line of thought.
The Mega Messenger said Doom you should play Doom because you as Doom might like Doom because Doom has very fun gameplay Doom you should play Doom 2 Doom is a great game Doom make a Thursday playing Doom.
Just try to type Doom as many times as possible. Yeah, Doom is a great game, and I have played it many times, but I guess the last time I played it was to play that WOD. You guys remember My House? There was like a Doom WOD that everyone talked about because it was kind of like it's sort of like the video game of House of Leaves. Luke, what if you and I have already seen Tom about and didn't know it? You see, all the while we've been searching for Tom, we've assumed that he's a small boy. But what if the assumption proves false? What if we've been wrong from the start? I think I see what you're getting at, Professor. The second shoe was in the same in every way as the first shoe, including which foot it was for. If that strange pair of shoes means what I think it does, then Tom must be... We did it, we solved it. Oh, wait. We actually have to solve the puzzle. Alright, Professor Layton has a feeling that Tom may not be the child we suspect him to be. Move the L-shaped pieces around and arrange them into a plus shape in the middle of the board in a way that sheds some light on Tom's true identity. Is this just going to be the easiest puzzle in the game? Or do I... Oh, I have to drag them. Oh, no. Wait, what? How does this work? Oh, it's another dragging puzzle. This sucks. There's a pretty good video in my house. Oh yeah, there's many videos in my house. Even I made a video in my house. Man, wait, am I stupid though? How do you ever drag L-shapes around? Oh, you can drag these! Bro. That's just disingenuous. I thought those were like fixed. Okay. So this is only really annoying instead of being like stupendously. Okay, so hold on. So this needs to go in the upper right corner. So we'll just take that over there for now. This goes up there. I don't think this one's that hard. I wonder if it's because you have to solve it. So they're just like, oh, we can't make it that hard. Hold on. Oh, I accidentally clicked out of the window. My brain's too smooth for dragging puzzles. You're good at them as a kid? I never liked them. I always felt like they were kind of like bottom of the barrel. Okay, hold on. Hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on now. Ugh, we're losing progress now. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, I think this needs to be there, actually. Okay, hold on. What if... Okay, that there. I hate dragging puzzles so much. Okay, are we closer? I feel like we might be closer. No. It's dreadful. Okay. I feel like it's good to have this over here in the corner, because that can't bother us. Conversely, if we do this with that, that's kind of like where it should be, right? What's up, Zolan? I'm over here again. Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too. I remember this one about moving cars out of a parking lot in Layton. I guess we have that to look forward to. I remember there used to be this game. Oh wait, I think this is it. I think this is it. Oh, thank God. There used to be this, it was a physical game. I think it was called Rush Hour, where you would like take these pieces and put them on a grid, and it would give you this card that would like show you how to arrange the puzzle, and then you had to like do stuff to get a certain car out. It was basically like a dragon puzzle, but it had rules of its own. It's a dog. The hat threw me off, I'm not gonna lie. The dog wearing a hat. Tom is a dog. Do you recall the girl we saw holding a small dog? I suspect that small dog was our friend Tom. So if we track down that girl, we'll find Tom. Rush Hour? Yeah. It was called Rush Hour. I think there were also either like knockoffs or like variations of that I've seen years since, which were similar by design. Little Tom.
The Mega Messenger said, for some reason I'm really good at cooking and cutting Prof, cause in Brazil you learn to cook early on in your life, but also I noticed that I forgot to take food out of the oven.
Or I forgot. I guess it doesn't matter how good you are at cooking or cutting food if you forget to take it out of the oven. I forgot. Did you guys, I think poodles are supposed to be one of the more intelligent dog breeds, are they not? Alright, so the professor and Luke now, we're looking for the woman instead of the dog. So we're still on a hunt here. No puzzles in here. Poodle's intelligent? I believe so. Unless, like, they have new data. Sometimes it happens to me. Like, I read something, and I have, like, such a good memory. I'll, like, hold on to that fact forever. But in the 10 years it's been since I read that fact, the scientists were like, oh, my bad. That wasn't true. Just like, listen up, you dirty scientists. Greetings, sir. Are you still looking for that lost little one? Indeed, we are still searching. Tell me, sir, have you by any chance seen a young lady pass by with a small dog? Ah, now that does ring a bell. Yes, I believe she was headed towards the back of the train. Is that so? Well, thank you, sir. You've been most helpful. Nice. They can be, but if you neglect them, they're really aggressive. Really? That might be true of most dogs, though. Neglectful. I had 3 poodles, and the 3 of them were really smart. Nice. Then we can... we can go off that anecdotal evidence alone. Poodles are indeed smart. Alright, let's go to the back of the train here. Oh wait, is this a new character? What kind of voice should Grousley have? He looks like a hobo. Does he belong on this train? I'm trying to think. What do hobos sound like? Or she sound like really nonsensical? Like the mayor of Candyland type voice. Hey, looky here, you guys have solved at least 12 puzzles. Doom, your favorite band? Right now it's definitely King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. I would say like throughout history it's Pink Floyd, because they have the trifecta of albums. Even though I don't listen to like even half of the Pink Floyd albums, the 3 albums that they, you know, I would say 4, actually. The 4 main albums are like giga bangers. Hey, looky here, you guys have solved at least 12 puzzles. I applaud you. Heartily. I can't see how I could dislike a couple of can-do getters like yourself. Let's be pals, eh? Okay, why did that guy know how many puzzles we solved? Okay. Guess let's check for... Nope, it's just the dragging puzzle, which I will not do. I keep accidentally clicking out of the emulator. Wait. Will this guy, like, not let us out of the train? Wait, what? Nope, that's not the answer. Oh, this one's way heavily on my mind, I tell you. Now, what's with you two? What can I do for you? We're looking for a young lady with a small dog. Have you seen anyone fitting that description? Yeah, I remember seeing someone like that pass by. I was headed the back of the train, I think. Thank you very much. We'll just be on our way. Now, hold on right there, Top Hat. Hey, wait a minute. He's got a Top Hat, too. I see how it is. Get old Grousley to answer your question and scoot off without a word. I told you what I wanted to know, so the way I figure you should at least lend a fella a hand. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't realize you need our help. How may I be of service? There's this puzzle that's been on my mind for ages now. Maybe I better luck with it. Want to try? Alright, we gotta do this guy's math homework like usual. Grousley looks like a mix of a dog and a human. Yeah. Ravens are really smart. That's true. Ravens are extraordinarily smart. They can, like, use tools, which I think is, like, one of the metrics with which we measure smartest animals. The really real DS, not emulator. Oh, it's totally real. I have it in my hands right here, guys. Don't worry. We'd never emulate on this channel. We're playing it on this very DS. Don't think about it. I've got a capture card. Does the AI like auto description still say it's auto use DS? Okay, a man sitting next to you on the train shows you a picture he's drawn. Let's say this picture has a total area of 10. Can you figure out how much of it is made up of clouds compared to the area that's made up of sky? Don't think you need to guess the answer. There's a definite method you can use to work this out. How much of the area is sky versus clouds? Whoa. Okay, let's say this picture has a total area of 10. Can you figure out how much of it is made up of clouds compared to the area that's made up of sky? There's a definite
The Mega
method.
Messenger said, Doom wanna hear some random cool lore. 3 years ago up until last year I was a marine biologist and also I was a caretaker for M. It was really fun.
For what? For M? I once saw a crow dropping nuts on the road to crack them. It had 2 jackjaws at its side and made it look like a boss. That's crazy. Dude, just the other day I saw a crow. It was at a gas station. I was filling up with gas. And it was just like picking stuff out of the trash to get some delicious morsels. And it was funny because when you see trash around the floor of a trash can, because he was just picking the trash out and throwing it on the floor, I had always assumed, I was just like, geez, these humans around here have bad manners. And then after seeing that, I was like, wait, that whole time, that could have just been like a crow just throwing trash on the ground. And I was just assuming the humans that I lived with are just animals, but it could actually have been an animal. What would be the definite method? So he shows us a picture and we're like, how much is clouds? How much is sky? Wow. Dude, I don't have an intuition for this one at all. I'm trying to think of a math that could, like, let us solve this. But this is like a disgustingly complex geometrical shape, is it not? Let's say this picture has a total area of 10. Does that number matter at all? Interesting. The crow tried to sow deceit. Turn it into eighths? Turn into eighths. You're saying like bisect it by half or something? And then... Well, actually, wait. Now that you say that, this chunk almost looks like a puzzle piece that fits here. Do you guys see that? Like this? Oh, I need a memo. This looks like a puzzle piece that fits into this hole. Is that intentional? Wait, actually, this looks like it fits here too. Hold on. Okay, so this is where chat comes in. This is where chat comes in handy. I think it is about subdividing it. So it's like if I draw this, and I subdivide it here. I take this chunk and put it here. It's like that's a whole. Do you think these are supposed to be fifths? Okay, yeah, let's divide it into fifths. Because we know that total thing has an area of 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Hold on. We're working. We're cooking. Yeah, look. These are perfect inversions of each other. Okay. Yeah, this is it. So if you combine this, then we can say that this is all sky and this is all cloud, right? So then it's like one sky. This is going to be sky, this is going to be cloud. So we have 1 and 1. Then if we combine this with this, we can say that that's another 1 sky, 1 cloud. This is all sky. Tally mark there. This is another all sky. Just say that these have been counted. So then we have these 4. Wait, and I think these are also perfect inversions of each other. Like this goes to this, right? So then we get another sky and another cloud. And this is the inversion of this. So another sky and another cloud. So I think it's 4 cloud 10 or 4 cloud 6 sky, right? All right, Jace the Gamer with the assist there. Pretty sure it's wait, what did I just say? It was 6 sky, right? 6 sky, 4 clouds. Please, Layton.
To test my theory.
Let's go!
A true gentleman leaves no
You just gotta use your noggin. All right, nice job. The key here to use the studs surrounding the picture to divide it up. Once you do that, it should be clear the B, F, C, I, D, and G. Okay, cool. So we did solve it correctly. Perfect inversions of each other. Very interesting. Did I help? Yeah, you did. So that's how you do it. You got quite a head on your shoulders, don't you? Now I said that girl you're asking about, she's probably on the observation deck behind me. You got the glass part. Cool, we got the glass part of the camera. Very chill. Alright, we decided to talk with the girl. Did you ever play Duke Nukem 3D? I have indeed played Duke Nukem 3D. I think I played all the Duke Nukem games. Even Duke Nukem Forever. Whoa. Dude, she's kind of aura farming with that pose. Is she not? Like, that's crazy. Just staring at the beautiful Swiss countryside. Dress and hair flowing. Oh, animation.
Excuse me.
Whoa. Hey, it's you!
Yes, I had the sneaking suspicion that it was you who was tailing us.
Flora, what are you doing here?
Is that the girl from the first game?
Sorry. It's just... Well, you see, I just didn't want to be all alone again.
Professor?
That's a cool shot.
What lies ahead could be dangerous.
Huh?
That's why you'll have to be extra careful. All right?
Yep.
That was a weird sound. Okay, so hold on. Help me remember. Was Flora from the town of, like, mechanical people? Was she the only real girl in it? Oh, he's the dog we saw earlier. Quick, grab him. Yep. We'll all be. Tom wasn't a boy after all. Oh, right you are, Luke. Now let's get Ben back to his owner. Oh, I suppose I'll just be going now. Don't be ridiculous. Come along now. Flora is now traveling with you. Whoa.
The Mega Messenger said, Doom ever thought of making a live stream
cool.
showing your bass stuff?
Show my bass stuff? I don't know. haven't played in forever, and I don't know if I know of a way to get like the instrument line into my PC. I've never gone digital with instruments. I've always been like analog. She was the only human? Okay, yeah. She was the only human. She was the golden apple, right? Okay, so this is interesting. I didn't know we were going to get like a continuation of that story. That's cool though, because I felt like there was definitely like more stuff to do with that story. So from the first game, if I remember correctly, because it's been like a year since we played it, it was like her dad or something left her this whole mechanical town or something. And whoever could solve it would get the golden apple, which was her. But then Layton was just like, nah, it's chill, I think. All right, let's bring the dog back to Babette. But everyone you met in the first game, except for the villain, was actually like a really complex animatronic, which is, it's kind of even funnier that they ask you to help with their math homework. What does this animatronic need help with math homework for? Alright, I don't actually remember which one Babette is in. Oh, thank heavens, you're right, my sweet little Tommy boy. I've missed you so. Yep. Oh, it's Aang. This is Tom. We were under the impression that we were searching for a boy, not a mutt with a fancy haircut. How dare you compare my darling Tommykins to some common street mongrel? Lost dogs are no matter for Scotland Yard. The next time he goes missing, find him yourself. Blimey, some folks haven't an ounce of sense. Come on, Barton, we got real cases to solve. I guess he's supposed to be British too. I forgot. Who's this guy? You got it, Inspector. Don't you walk away from me. I'm not done talking about your atrocious manners. This girl should be called Karen. Well, enough of that. Welcome back, sweetie. Where did my little Tommykins run off to today? He's such a darling that I feared someone might have kidnapped him and been holding him for ransom. Perhaps we should keep Flora's involvement in Tom's disappearance under wraps. Good idea, my boy. Eep. I do believe a reward is in order. Oh, hell yeah. Here, I know it's quite, generous, but I insist. We get a new hamster toy, hell yeah. We can do something with that. I hear we'll be making a stop in a quaint village by the name of Dropstone. Oh! Do we get, like, little side missions? This is so cool. How much longer until we get that, Professor? I'm not entirely sure, but waiting here won't make the time pass faster. Let's rest while we wait. Nice. Solved. Alright, that's one of our 10 big mysteries solved, guys. Check one off the list. The Professor, Luke, and Flora decided to return to their quarters for the time being. Nice. I bet she's got a puzzle for us. I know it's quite the gift, but you rescued my sweet boy, so I insist you keep it. Ah ha ha ha. Alright, never mind. She's not big brain enough to even be considering puzzles. Okay, I got a hint coin. Mysteries. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we know what some of these mysteries are. Say, Flora, where have you been hiding all this time? Well, until I found that little dog.
The Mega Messenger said Doom hardest game you ever played?
Ooh.
For me it's a game called Real Life, especially the Talk to a Human quest and also the Marriage quest. I also hate the Work quest, but now I use the YouTube item.
The Work quest does suck. Hardest game I've ever played. I feel like character action games in the early 2000s were insane. So like God Hand, I don't know if you guys have ever seen God Hand, but beating God Hand in whatever the highest difficulty is, which you have to continuously play at perfect for it to like remain in the highest difficulty. It's a weird system where the better you fight the game, the harder the game gets. So I'd say that's insanely hard. I've beaten God Hand. I think Ninja Gaiden Black? Ninja Gaiden Black is probably like the hardest game I've ever beaten. Because I've tried to beat some of the mean games like Battletoads, which is insanely hard, or like Silver Surfer for NES, which is like borderline impossible. But those games are just like disgusting. So I think the hardest game I've beat is probably like Ninja Gaiden Black, which is like famous for being difficult, I guess. Okay, anyway. Sure I do. It's in the middle of the third car. Wow. Do you know this room right next to ours, don't you? You were just a while away from us, and I never so much as suspected you were there. It would seem that my powers of observation are a bit rusty. Eek! My word. Why is the train stopped? What's going on? Oh, hey. Oh, this guy's a gangster, right? Samuel, you dolt. What do you do this time? Or no, wait, was he like the Godfather or something? Hey, boss man, chill out. There's a down train, like, sitting on the track. Till we can move that thing out of our way, we're not going anywhere, man. And get your ream and gear and move it out now. I won't have your laziness tarnishing the voluntary brand. But I'm just the MC. Shouldn't we get someone a little more, you know, gearheaded to handle this? Besides, train cars are heavy, man. How am I supposed to move it? I will not hear your excuses, especially from a layabout conductor who barely earns his keep. I don't care how you do it, just get it done. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Just turn it down a notch, Unco. Unco? I might be your uncle, but I'm also the president of this railway, and I demand you address me as such. Okay, alright, sure, whatever you say, Mr. President. Alright, so I guess this is an important interaction. Now we know that this is the uncle of that guy. But I'm too nice for that indolent, scruffy nephew of mine. All the louse does is complain. Okay. I guess maybe we're just supposed to help this guy. Hardest game I beat is Metal Gear Solid 3 on European Extreme. Yeah, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. I suck at God Hand. Yeah, I think the point is to suck at God Hand. It's a hard game. The controls are something, man. Imagine making a game with tank controls in the current year and like having it be like a character action game. What seems to be the problem here? Oh, sorry, Mr. Passenger. See, this giganto freight train parked on the track is blocking our way. Clearing the track's probably going to take some time, so just sit back with something fizzy and wait. Yeah, sounds like a great idea. I see. Can I lend you a hand? For real? Ah, yeah, that'd be helpful. You think you can find a way to move the train blocking the track so we can, like, get a move on? Please, let it not be another dragging puzzle.
Step aside now. We're not going anywhere until the train moves off the track.
Alright. Let's see what we can do about that.
Until we get this car out of the way, the Military Express isn't going anywhere.
Let's go. Puzzle 26. 25 pick-rats. Should be pretty easy. Alright, swap the position of the two trains along the track. Okay, it's one of these puzzles. Move the cars one at a time and make sure the numbers by the side of the track match the numbers on each car. Okay, cool. So we've got to get... I think they basically just have to switch positions, right? So this goes down here first, right? And then this goes to here. And then this here or something? And maybe this here, then this here, then this here, then this here. Then we got one there. We got two there. Then we got three there. Oof, now it gets tricky. Now it gets tricky. We want to swap. Can I just like have 4 chill there? Then one comes up here. I'm just kidding. This is easy. Get shit on, Layton!
To test my theory.
I'm the smartest man alive!
Ha! Wonderful.
The Mega Messenger said Batman and Robin PSX is also absurd. Tank controls focuses on combat based of a horrible AHH movie 1/10 cause it has Batman.
Well, that's because we don't really do this anymore, but like movie games used to be famous for being bad. If a game was tied to some sort of like media property, that was like the signal, like, oh, this game is going to be garbage, you shouldn't get it. We almost don't do that anymore, but it used to be like every major movie that got released got some sort of like shovelware game, and they were always terrible. There was like the rare events where they were good. I told you it'd be easy. It was pretty easy. I almost feel like I did that one in as few moves as possible. Hopefully we should be able to continue our journey now.
Yep, I reckon we're good here. Give me a second, we'll be up and running again.
We're finally moving again. It shouldn't be too much longer before we arrive in Dropstone. I wonder if we'll find any useful information there. I hope so. You got a round part. Use it to rebuild the camera. Cool. We got more parts. There. Oh, we missed some puzzles. We gotta go do them. Oh no. Do you see the new Arkham game? No, I didn't. Are they making another one? I've always kind of liked those games. I feel like, ooh, they're nothing like amazing, but they're also like pretty solid, reliable. Batman. Dude, imagine if they released a Layton game for Nintendo Switch 2. We're gonna have to get a Switch 2 just for the stream. Delightfully European. Delightfully European, what can we say? So charming. The country village draws in. This is cool. I thought we were gonna be on the train the whole game, but we actually get to go out and do like little missions. That sudden stop back there did a number on our brakes. We're stopping here for repairs. We got at least 3 hours till we're ready to roll, so why don't you catch the local sites? Capital idea. Besides, who knows what information we might stumble upon in the village. This is hype. New World of Steam is coming? Oh! There is going to be a new Layton game? That's sick. I love seeing these small towns when I go on vacation. Hell yeah. Where'd you go? I don't know if I've ever been to a town this small, but that would be kind of cool. Actually, I guess I have been. Not European. Alright, does this guy have a puzzle for us? Oh, cool. 50th anniversary. The village was founded only 50 years ago. That's quite young for settlement in these parts. It's true. He's got a point. Most of Europe is quite old. Okay. Look at this poster for train, Professor. Yes, it's quite lovely, Luke. But there's something quite odd about the picture. Where do you mean, Professor? Oh, another puzzle. I remember Nintendo Direct. He screamed so much when I was afraid. That's funny. Wait, so there is it actually a Layton game for the Switch? No, I don't want to buy a Switch. It's so expensive. Alright, train stations are an especially good place for dramatic farewells, aren't they? Below is a picture of a man and woman bidding each other tearful goodbye. Somewhere within this picture is a single unrealistic detail. Find and circle that unusual detail. Bro, I need, like, zoom in on this. A single unrealistic detail. I feel like I need to, like, zoom in on this. Memo's not gonna help. Okay. A single unrealistic detail. You know the answer? Wait. It's a window being open? That can't be it. Are windows not allowed? What is this creature? What is this right here? It's a creature. What is this? Why is this so prominent in the picture? It is the window, actually? You don't think there's windows allowed on trains? I feel like old-fashioned trains did have windows, though. The windows face the ceiling? Oh. Is that really the detail? That seems so weird. Like, you're definitely right. But is that really the detail they're wanting us to find? Alright, we're gonna gamble our pick rats on this. Let's see if chat's correct. Sometimes you gotta trust chat.
Let's see if this works.
That was actually it. That's so weird.
That was almost too easy.
Alright, Luke. Settle down. Good eye. The man in the pictures to open the window is shown. Okay, the frame would have to go to the roof of the train. That's interesting. Most trains have windows that either slide down the body of the train. Okay. Huh. For some reason, that's just like not the kind of detail I expected, but I guess that's it. Oh, we got a piece of camera. What is this camera? Do we have to like... Whoa. Drag parts from the bin on the top of the touchscreen into the camera to enlarge them. Once in this area, drag the selected part around to place it inside the camera's body. Whoa. Control the orientation and position of the parts of the camera by using the stylus. Touch the center of a part and drag it to move it around. Rotate a part by tapping its edge and dragging your stylus around. To fix the camera, gather all 10 missing parts. Okay, cool. So we need 10 parts. And then we get something. I guess we have 5 right now, which is not bad. We're making good progress in our Layton game. It's another dragon puzzle. Let's see if we can do anything for the hamster. We're supposed to... Okay, hold it. Your hamster is attracted to this adorable little house when it's within 3 spaces of him, but he always ignores it and heads back towards the nearby apple if the choice exists. So if I put this here, then he walks... here? 1, 2, 3. Or does it have to be here? Our goal is 8 steps though, so I think there's no way. We still need another item.
Oh, come on.
I forgot he sounded like that. Just pretend he's named Hamfrey, by the way, guys. Wait, I thought he said it ignores the house if there's an apple in the way. Okay. Yeah, I think we need another item to get 8 steps. Okay, cool. Hardest quest of real life to you? Definitely get 100k subs on YouTube. Oh! Especially after, I worked like 3 weeks on a video that got 500 views. Tragic. One man can only take so many L's. Okay, that's why I've got like a bunch of plans behind the scenes again. I'm thinking, chat, there's no way to succeed on YouTube by being a masked YouTuber. I think I'm just gonna have to do face reveal. I think maybe the next like 3 months or so, I might have to start changing up my content to be more mainstream. Okay, cool. Let's do Luke's big dinner. That sounds funny. 25 picker rats. All right. Now, Luke, are you sure you can really eat all that? You put in quite an order there. No sweat, Professor. I'll clean my plate to still have room for more. It's no wonder the professor is concerned, as Luke's order cost twice what the professor did. Below, you can see all the items Luke and Professor Layton ordered, as well as the price of each item. Touch the price for each of the items that are part of Luke's order. Oh, okay. So our only clue is that his is twice what Professor Layton got. So we need to find, would that be like, we need to divide this up into thirds, and 2/3 of the food are Luke's and 1/3 is Layton's, right? Right? It's just a matter of time the content is good. I appreciate the vote of confidence. It's nice. Okay, so we're gonna have to do math, I think, unfortunately. So what's the complete total? So we have 8, 12, that's 20. So cross those out. Then we have 14 and 16, that's 30. So right now we have 50 total. 13 and 17, that's also 30. So we have 80 total. And then 80 plus 25, that's crazy. 105? Does 105 divide perfectly into thirds? Is my initial supposition incorrect that this is not into thirds? Okay, so wait. If Professor Layton ordered half as much as Luke, doesn't that mean that the total thing can be divided into thirds, with Luke's being 2/3 and Layton's being 1/3? Or is that not true mathematically? You got the answer? Dang, those are quick. Harness, you're gonna relate by drinking a cup of tea. I guess I should be sophisticated and drink tea, but I'm an American, so I drink soda. Easy math? Okay, wait, hold on. So I need to find a value that can be doubled. Maybe that's so like let's say like this is Layton's, right? That's 30. So that means Luke got 60. And it has to equal the total of 105. Oh, maybe that's what we're supposed to be doing. The total's 105, right? So we should... No, there's not going to be anything. This is so weird. Did I sum this up correctly? Hey, what's up, Icor? What time is it there? Shouldn't you be in bed? If you need the answer, just ask me. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Where's the calculator? You guys can't see this because it's not on the screen right now. All right, 8 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 16 plus 17 plus 25. It is 105. That's the total. That's so weird. Because 105 doesn't divide into thirds properly. Oh, no, it does. 35. JK. I was just mathing that part wrong. Okay, so now all we need to find is 2 items that add up to 35, and then we're golden. Or not necessarily 2. We just need to find some items that add up to 35. Okay, so hold on. Is there... No, I don't think 25 is going to be it. I bet that's going to be like Layton's. Is that going to be Layton's order? No. I've been studying math for the past 2 hours. All right, well, you're gonna be right in time to help us with this one. All right, so I'm touching. Am I touching Luke's order? Or am I touching Layton's order? No, I'm touching Luke's order. Okay, so we need to find. There's only one way to sum up 35 here, is what I'm understanding, right? Okay, so this is. That's 26 plus
The Mega
8.
Messenger said Doom, do you know Coxon Ha, Pastel,
34.
or Pacoca Oya, and of course Garana.
Wait, what? I don't know what any of that is. Okay, then, wait, no, okay, so this is 20. It's 25 plus 8, which is 33. So what if I do this and this? Okay, so that's 20. No, wait. What am I doing here? You get loose order. Okay, hold on. Let me bust out my calculator here. This is the problem with doing these later in the day. I feel like later in the day, your brain just doesn't work quite as well. If I do... Okay, wait. 14 plus 16. No, wait. 14 plus 12? Wait, 14 plus 13? Wait, hold on. 14 plus 12 plus 8, 34. Okay, so it's got to be 14 plus 13. Wait, 14 plus 13 plus 8. Okay. So Layton's order is this, right? Yes. Okay, 13 plus 14 plus 8. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We got it. All right, so Luke is being a little... He's being crazy. Did Luke get 2 entrees? That's insane.
Consider this puzzle solved.
This is making me hungry. You know what's crazy, chat? Is I have not been to Taco Bell for like a week, and that is extraordinarily unusual for me. Nice. So I think after stream, I'm going to Taco Bell. I'm breaking the streak. All right, let's do this one, because the other one's the dragon puzzle. My school year is ending soon, so I'll have time for streams finally. Nice. Well, I do usually stream not friendly to European times. I started a bit early today, so maybe some Europeans are hanging out. I know, what, Night and Near and you, both European, right? Never been to Taco Bell, they don't exist here? I know, that I've thought about this sometimes, like, could I live in a country with no Taco Bell? Oh wait, we're not playing this puzzle. I thought this was the... Okay, so this is the non-tracking puzzle. Okay. An unknown number of people are riding to it. Okay. An unknown number of people are riding a train. At the first station the train pulls into, 1/6 of the people on board get off. At the next station, 1/5 of the remaining passengers get off. This pattern continues so that the next station, 1/4 get off, then 1/3, then 1/2. Then at the final station, all passengers remaining on the train exit as well. Assuming no one got on the train during the ride, what is the fewest number of people that could have been riding on the train when it set out? Isn't the simplest answer just 6? So, because if it starts out with 6 people, memo. At the first station, 1/6 of the people get off, which is just 1. right? So then we have 5 left. And at the next station, 1/5 of the people get off. So now we're down to, which is just 1. So now we're down to 4. Isn't the answer just 6? Unless there's something weird about the final station. So then 1/4 gets off, right? Which is just 1 person, and there's 3. Then 1/3 get off, which is just 1. Then there's 2. Then half get off, which is just 1. And there's just 1. And then at the final station, all passengers remaining exit as well, which is just 1. I really think the answer is just 6. And if it's not, then I'm very sad. Sometimes you gotta YOLO. Okay, that one felt kind of easy. We don't want to celebrate that one too hard. Good work. If you assume the train started out with 6 passengers, then only 1 person would have to get off at each station. I suppose it can be really tough if you don't remember to reduce the number. I don't know, that was kind of easy. I wonder if you can study people's brains by like what puzzles in Layton they find easy. And be like, oh, this person is, you know how they used to say like you're either right brain or left brain? And then they're just like, no, that's like borderline pseudoscience. I wonder if can you make assumptions like that about people from Layton? Let's talk to this guy.
Well, Mr. Layton, how are you enjoying your time here in Dropstone?
It's been delightful. Every once in a while, it's nice to leave the city and enjoy the countryside. The air is so clean and fresh. I'm jealous of the people who get to live out here.
I couldn't put it better myself. There's something about this place that makes you feel like a new man.
And with the village celebrating its 50th anniversary today, our timing couldn't be better. Come to think of it, your Voluntary Express turned 50 this year, didn't it? Quite a coincidence. What are you trying to say, Layton?
Yes, indeed it did. Sheer coincidence, of course.
Still, it could have been fun to celebrate your train's anniversary here at the festival.
Well, we already have a grand 50th anniversary celebration planned at an exclusive venue in London.
Wait, they're canonically in England? I didn't know that. I thought this was like fictional. Oh, is that so? Well, I'm sure your party will be on par with the excellence of your train.
Yes, and on that note, I'm afraid I'll have to excuse myself. Good day, Mr. Layton.
Good day to you too, Mr. Beluga. What a weird name.
My, it's already been a year since she passed. Time truly does just fly by.
She? Who do you think he was talking about, Professor? I haven't the foggiest, Luke. You gotta go? Alright, see you later, Icor. Thanks for stopping by us. Layton takes place on Earth. No, but like specifically countries that we know of. Because the first game, it was just like nondescript European country, right? Could have been anywhere. Could have been, you know, maybe a country that doesn't even exist anymore. Like Moldavia or something. Or what's like, is it the Czech Republic that didn't even exist like 50 years ago? Those European countries, they reform themselves every once in a while. Alright, let's talk to this guy. He's got a good puzzle for us. This guy is...
The Mega Messenger
Humpty
said, Doom, I
Dumpty.
remember when I was like 7 I learned English cause I played a lot of games in English with subtitles
Really?
or with characters' faces, so that's a fun fact ABT me.
No, that's how I'm gonna have to learn Japanese. I have to bite the bullet and learn Japanese if I'm gonna move to Japan, guys. I really gotta do it. It's just every time I learn, I get stuck on kanji because kanji sucks. I'm sorry, Japanese people. Kanji's just rubbish. Alright, word, sir. Is this guy German? Oh, and who do we have here? Visitors from out of town? Indeed we are. We're traveling on the Voluntary Express. We've stopped here for repairs. If you're here for repairs, I better know where you're headed. Oh, really? Wait, why did the game like freeze on that? What do you mean, sir? Oh, I was just thinking out loud. Yep, just chatting with myself. Forget about it. Say, did you notice the festival that's running here today in Dropstone? Today marks the 50th year since the founding of our village. Make sure you get in on the fun. Okay. You mean Czechoslovakia? Maybe. Did Czechoslovakia form with another country to become the Czech Republic? And obviously Bosnia and Herzegovina used to be 2 separate countries, and now it's Bosnia and Herzegovina. I think even Italy is a fairly modern country, right? Like 1950 or something is when like modern Italy became what it is today. Man, I was kind of hoping this Humpty Dumpty guy would give us a puzzle. Can you believe this weather? It really is the perfect day for a festival. I'm in such a good mood. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you a puzzle I've been saving for a special occasion. Alright. Cube halves, 25 picker rats. Let's go. Below are 4 halves of 4 separate cubes. Each of the halves is shaped that it, when fitted with an identically shaped piece. Okay, so each of the halves is shaped so that when fitted with an identically shaped piece, these 2 halves form a whole cube. However, one piece below fails to meet these requirements and doesn't form a cube when joined with an identical piece. Okay, cool. So these are supposed to be cubes, but if they're not cubing, they don't become cube. Let's see. So this one, let's cube it out. So they're identical. So the question is, can you rotate it 90 to 90? So it's like if there was another piece that looked exactly like this, you know, could we rotate it and have it cube? And I think the answer for this one is yes, right? So it's like, imagine... No, actually, hold on. This perfectly bisects from corner to corner, right? Actually, no, I think that one's okay. What about this one, though? It's like... Oh, that's terrible. This one... It's like if you imagine the shape. Yeah. This looks like it cubes to me. That one's good. This one, an identical piece. I think this one's also fine because this mirrors this exactly. So I guess you just look for symmetry, right? So it's like this is symmetrical and this is symmetrical if you rotate it by 90 degrees or 180 degrees that way. Okay, so these 2 I'm sure about. C looks weird, but I think this one cubes as well. So this piece, this weird triangle would fit in the bottom of this, right? Wait, hold on. And then, yeah, then this would fit here. Yeah, I think this one cubes. So is it this one that doesn't? No, wait, doesn't this one as well? No. I think it is this one that doesn't. What does chat think? I want to hear what you guys think. I'm pretty sure it's A.
Hey, Doom, there's been a donation. Look at the chat.
Yo!
Prozent av input procent.
Hey, it worked. I have the donation chat. It's supposed to read something in like a random accent. I don't know what that was though. $6.99 from Alias. $6.99 Canadian. Hell yeah. Sherlock Doom for real. Pretty sure it's C. It's C. Interesting. So you guys think it's C? Huh. Is that because... Trust us? C doesn't form a cube, it forms a rectangle. Oh! You're saying it's elongated. Okay, wait, hold on. So it's like, imagine if we drew... I gotta do this to scale. So you're saying like this edge is longer than this edge.
The Mega Messenger said, Doom, why is your DS looking like that? Is it some new model?
Yeah,
Kojima.
It's the newest model. So you guys are saying this forms an elongated rectangle rather than a cube. Are you guys sure? Alright. I'm gonna risk my pickerats for you guys, but I don't think this is true. I think it's A. Let's go on the record. I don't know what this is about, but I say D next question. No. My screen is telling me to see. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna give this one a chat.
This should do the trick.
Oh, it was right. Chat was correct. Whoa! Let's explain. Let's see why. I want to get the explanation here. C will not form a cube when formed with an identical piece. Some areas of the shape are just a little too complex. Oh, okay. Fit together neatly. So with only a few alterations, you could probably change the shape into something that works, don't you think? Interesting. You know what would have been a fun way to do that one is like we open Blender up and then just like model the shape real quick in Blender and then just see if they fit together. Sheesh, you breezed through that my best puzzle. I didn't see that coming. While we're talking puzzles, have you ever heard about the mysterious puzzle collecting lady? I hear she gathers and stores the lost puzzles of the world. How she does it is a conundrum wrapped in enigma stuffed mystery. Oh, you know, a mistendrum. Okay. Not the explanation I expected. Yeah, me neither. Alright, well, good job, chat. You did it. Pat yourself on the back. Nice, we got a hint coin. I don't know if we've used any hint coins this game. We can definitely afford to chew through some of those. Wow, look at all the stuff there is to do. I've never been to a real-life festival before. It's wonderful. Oh, that's right, Flora. I'd forgotten you grew up in that one little village that was full of mechanical fake people. Well, now it's your chance to make up for lost time. Let's explore. That's a great idea. Where should we go first? Oh, let's go look at that booth over there. I want to see what they've got. Wait for me. Ha ha ha, you two watch while we're running or you're liable to crash into something. Oh, is it him? Used a hint coin once, it was useless. Oh, it was beyond useless. It was like insultingly useless. You gotta go. Alright, see you later, Mega Messenger. I think it is him. Okay. Let's go get a puzzle here. What are all these arrows for? Oh, it's a carnival game. Whoa. What's this guy? This guy kind of looks like, Do you guys remember that show Billy and Mandy? There was like an evil hunting character. He like hunted like undead things or something. What was his name? He kind of looked like this, where he has an eye patch and like the same red hair, right? Not quite the same face shape. Hey there, Squirts. Try your hand at a fine game of skill. I tell you what, this business is so slow right now. The first try's on me. Gosh, really, mister? Well, I can't say no to a deal like that. Come on, Flora, we can try it together. This is going to be a puzzle somehow? Okay. 20 pigger rats, 20 pigger rats. A bag of candy dangles from one of 3 arrows attached to the wall. Assuming that all 3 arrows are perfectly straight, which arrow, A, B, or C, is connected to the candy? What? Okay, a bag of candy dangles from one of the 3 arrows attached to the wall, assuming that all 3 arrows are perfectly straight. Is this a puzzle? Do I just have to draw a line? Assuming the arrows are perfectly straight? Is it? Doesn't it just have to be C? Okay, hold on. I have to draw completely professionally straight. Oh, maybe it is B. Maybe it is B. Extremely straight. Mouse drawing skill. Yeah. I think it's B. I think it's B. Extremely straight lines. Okay, yeah. I think it is B. I think it is B. It's the Poggendorf effect. That can't be real. Alright, I think it's B.
Just leave it to me.
That was the lamest puzzle ever. Layton, that one was not it. I remember there was one puzzle from the first game where I was just like, this is baloney. Ah. Okay, cool. That's my least favorite puzzle so far. Nice done, Shorty. Here's a little something for that fine performance. Really? Gosh, thank you. Oh, we got a piece of the camera that everybody has. That was not a puzzle. Yeah, I would agree. It's a real. Google it. Dude, asking someone to Google Poggendorf sounds crazy. That's got to be something suspicious. Look at all the fruits and veggies on this cart. It probably belongs to the person running that little stand. Oh, but it looks like one of the wheels is dented. That must make it much difficult to move. Yeah, and I bet it's a real pain. Oh, but you know, that reminds me of a puzzle about a busted wheel. Alright. The busted trolley. I think they call, in Britain, don't they call shopping carts trolley carts? Alright. In the back of the train yard, there's an old warped wheel lying on the ground, as shown below. A star is pointing to its axle. While no longer functional, the wheel is interesting because when rolled on a flat surface, the axle traces a funny pattern, if you look at it from the side. Of the 5 diagrams below, which one of these depicts the actual path of the axle? Okay, this is kind of cool. There's an old warped wheel. So the wheel looks like this, right? And now we have to map. So, okay, I'm assuming the starting position is this. So it's a triangle, but with the axle... But with the axle, it's completely jacked up. Okay, so... I think... Assuming the wheel starts in this position, right? The axle is going to move closer to the ground, right? Let me do my memo. So the first thing it does is like kind of go like this onto the ground. And then the triangle will sort of be in this position, right? Then I think it's going to stay relatively low to the ground, right? As it rotates like up onto the plane of the triangle, because the axle is really close to the bottom. So I think it's gonna go kind of like that. And then it's going to flip it up onto this side, and then it's going to go like that. I think this exact thing, but in reverse. So like that. So I think it is, that's got to be A, right? Yeah, that almost matches exactly what A is. What do you think, chat? You're certain I'm right? All right, Jace, what do you got? Jace the Gamer. I think it's A. I'm almost certain it's A. Yeah, it's got to be A. The council has convened. We decided it's A. Hell yeah.
That was almost too easy.
That was a good one, though. I like that puzzle conceptually. Diagram A correctly traces the path of the axle as the wheel rolls. You probably won't see this wheel on a train anytime soon, but I'm sure it'd be fun to watch it bounce around. It would be fun. That's right, Luke. You should figure that one out fast. If you've got puzzles, I've got answers. I'm impressed you know a puzzle like that. I've never had that one before. Well, I need to know a few to run with you two. Cool. No, didn't mean to click that. Just farming some hint coins. Let's talk to this person. Lulu. We're doing a top secret festival prep back here, so you can't come in yet, okay? All right, Lulu. Whatever you say. Wow, this village is actually big. Got a lot of area. Laurel? Is that? I thought Laurel's a man's name. This looks like an old woman. Hey there, fellow. I'm in a real bind here. Help an old gal out, will you? What seems to be the problem, madam? My sweet little bird fell down a hole in the ground there. I want to help the poor thing, but I just can't reach her. Do you have any ideas? I believe there's something we could try. I thought Laurel's a man's name? I really thought it was. Isn't Laurel and Hardy like a famous men's comedy duo from like the 1930s or something? Oh no, Laurel's poor little bird has fallen down a long winding hole in the ground. In the front of the bird are 3 paths labeled A, B, and C. Which tunnel should the bird take in order to make it back above ground? I hate these maze puzzles, these suck. Alright, so since we have the power of a stylus and a DS, we can just trace it, right? Alright, so C looks pretty cooked. I don't know, we could go like over here. And then, nope. Was there any other option? We could go back here. We could go here. And then, nope, also down to hell. Okay, so now. So then let's try A. Nope, right to the snake. So it's gotta be B, right? Let's make sure there's a way out. Bruh. Oh yeah, it's B. Okay, cool. Trimple.
This should do the trick.
Easy.
And there we have it.
They can't all be banger puzzles. They can't all be bangers. Last game there was what, like 100, 120 or so? There's my little birdie. I'm worried she'd be stuck down there forever. I wish I had some way of thanking you properly. I know, you can have this tea set. You don't want to see the cursed art again? Wait, what's cursed about it? Wait, we got another mini game? You got the ingredient Oasis Leaf. Use it to create tea blends. Wow, this is extremely British. You got the ingredient Brisk Berry. Use it to create tea blends. You get the ingredient Bell Tart Seed. Use it to create tea blends. I don't know if I have like an unrefined palate, but I've just never found tea to be that enticing. I always drink it, I'm just like, that's cool. I'd rather have anything else. All right, the tea set lets you mix and brew a variety of herbal teas. Add multiple doses of an herb to increase that herb's effect. What effect could I have in a Layton game? Can I boost my IQ? Like we're playing like Morrowind? Combine the ingredients you've gathered to make a variety of delectable teas. Tea ingredients currently in your possession can be found in the box shown on the touchscreen. Tap on an ingredient to learn its name and its properties and give you tea. Okay, when you're ready to make tea, tap the ingredients you want to use and drag them in the teapot. You only need to place 3 ingredients in the teapot before you can start brewing your tea. Cool. Keep in mind you can use more than one of the same herb in your concoctions. Cool. Once you put your 3rd ingredient in the teapot, the lid will start to wiggle. Place the lid on top of the teapot to start brewing your tea. If your creation turns out tasty, the recipe will be added to your list of teas. You can check your list of recipes. Okay, wow, this is... While viewing your list of teas, tap a teacup to see that names and characteristics. Once you find a tea you like, tap serve to give Luke and Layton a taste of what you made. There are 12 recipes in all. Discover them all to unlock a neat bonus. Okay, so we're just playing like a game to figure out all the teas. The tea you buy from Walmart is pretty boring. You need to buy special blends from a tea shop. Yeah, I've seen the shops before, but they're extraordinarily expensive. Ginger and hibiscus tea? Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's what you're having right now? Oh, yeah. Also, I want to show off my new keyboard, guys. I finally bought a wireless keyboard. And I got... It is 8-bit Dews. This is specifically themed to look like the Commodore 64. It doesn't look like it exactly, but it has the same Commodore 64 like color scheme. And the hope is to use this in the future. I'm gonna do like videos about like old educational games, or like just like a lot of old stuff from like 90s era stuff. So this is gonna be my prop to act like an old keyboard. Even though I do have an old keyboard, they're the PS2. Here. So this, oh my god. I'm gonna die of dust. Hold on. Time to vacuum. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. This has been sitting here for a long time. Okay, handy dandy hand opener. So this is an old... This is like the IBM Model M, except for made by Hewlett-Packard. Back when Hewlett-Packard was still a technology company, instead of just making terrible printers. Hewlett-Packard had a merger with Compaq that's like so bad, they write about it in like business textbooks. It's just like, how to kill a company. But I do have essentially what is the IBM Model M, one of the most famous mechanical keyboards from back in the day. But it's a PS2 input, so unless I actually have a retro PS2, or a retro, like PS2, like a PC with a PS2 slot, I can't use it. God, that was so dusty. Oh, the mic didn't pick up the vacuum sound? Hell yeah. Alright, let's do some... This is Oasis Leaf. Brisk Berry. Bell Tart Seed. Alright, well, let's see if this is a valid recipe. It's a little sour and a little sweet. Yum. I certainly have to tip my hat to this tea's drinkability. I imagine it would be delicious cold as well. Okay, so I guess it's a good tea. Where do I see my recipes? Okay, cool. We found one. Cool. Serve. What is it? Oh, they just have this little thing again? This is so weird. I don't quite get what this does. Whatever, it's too big brain for me. British people and their tea, what can I say? What's up, Ninja Tanime? How's it hanging? I don't know why I clicked that again. Okay. Look at this crazy looking tree, Professor. It's all warped. With a structure like that, it must have been quite old. I wonder how long it's been there. Oh, Luke, our little conversation reminded me of a puzzle I know. Care to hear it? Sure. Don't mind if I do. It's for flavor. I guess. The country road you see here is lined with a single straight row of trees, each planted at a different time and each at different distance from its neighbor. Of the 5 trees labeled A through E here, which of the 2 trees have the greatest distance between them? Study the diagram carefully and draw a line between... Wait, what? Which of the 2 trees have the greatest distance between them? Isn't it just A and E? How could it be anything else? Am I misunderstanding this question? I'm overthinking. Am I? Am I though? Oh. It's going good? Okay, that's good. I'm glad everyone's having a good Thursday. There's the evening, afternoon, or early Friday morning for European. Okay, hold on. Each tree is planted at a different time and a different distance from its neighbor. Of the 5 trees, which 2 trees have the greatest distance between them? Is it asking, like, the greatest distance between its nearest neighbor? Bruh. Wait, top to bottom? Are you saying, like, this distance? That can't be it. Which of the users have the greatest distance between them? Bro, Layton, you're... Okay, I forgot. I forgot that Layton actually occasionally has, like, one of these puzzles that's just... I think we're not supposed to overthink. I think you're supposed to be like, oh, I have to somehow find out when the tree was planted. Like, obviously this one was planted the earliest, right? But in reality, the question is just asking you which of the 2 trees are the furthest apart, and it has to be A to E. Otherwise, we have like a non-Euclidean diagram, which would, you know, that'd be pretty tough for some 5th graders to solve on their Layton Nintendo DS game. Okay, so let's pretend the greatest distance in time. Yeah, that could be another option. So I think C and D were planted at relatively the same time because they're about the same height, right? And then maybe A and E are roughly the same height, if we can believe the diagram. So it's like we have the horizontal line going here. So this horizon line would imply they're planted at the same time. And then B is like the last one planted. Would that mean anything to anything? No. It has to be this. It has to be this. Don't overthink it. There's no way.
Just leave it to me.
What was the point of
The
that?
Phantom strikes again.
That's right. No matter how you look at it, trees A and E are clearly have the greatest distance between them. Yeah, no matter how you look at it. I was just trying to mind game you. Perhaps I should have prepared something a bit more challenging for you, Luke. Well, we'll save that for next time. For now, let's continue our walk about the village. Got a new hamster toy. Oh, let's go. We can do something for the hamster. What'd you think of the game I told you about? Oh, Illusion Carnival? Looked pretty cool. I feel like I'm usually pretty good about seeing video game news, but sometimes I'm just like, I need to know about every game. Actually, I'd never heard of that one. Okay. This tiny stump attracts the hamster if he's within 3 spaces of it. However, if an apple is also within 3 spaces, the hamster always goes for the apple instead. Alright, well, I think we should be fine. If we, like, just do like this, right? Alright, hamster.
Oh, come on. I'm tired.
I'm tired. Alright, so he goes to the house. Then he goes for the apple, right? And then he goes for the stump. We're gonna do it, our first exercise goal! Let's go! Alright. Ham free.
But if I exercise, it'll just make me hungrier.
His level went from 5 to 4. Alright, his fitness level is higher now. Let's go. Did his portrait change? Wait, someone rewind the stream. I feel like he got a little slimmer. Alright, that's cool. I like the hamster minigame. What's our next goal? Our next goal is 14. Alright, yeah.
Snacks around here?
There's no way. Oh. Sorry, Hamfrey. I know we can't do 14 yet. Why does this say help? Help. Wait. Will you make me a tea with Oasis Leaf Brisberry? Sure thing, Layton. What does this do? Layton seems restored and in high spirits. You found a hit coin. Oh, okay, cool. That's nice. I don't know. It seems weird, but I like that this game has like so many random stuff for us to do. Like so much random stuff for us to do. It's cool. It makes you feel big, expansive. All right, there's a windmill here. Someone's going to make a Don Quixote reference. It's a requirement if you're in Europe. Gracious, the weather couldn't be finer for celebrating Dropstone's fanciest 50th. I can't read today. What's going on? Help, I haven't been drinking any tea the last 15 minutes. Yeah, extremely British. My memory's not what it used to be, but you're not from here, are you? Waiting on the train, huh? How do I know, you ask? Well, this isn't the first time it's happened. As fancy as that train is, it must be in rotten shape. Take heart, Sonny. More often than not, the train gets fixed up in a few hours. Well, with the festival and all, there's plenty to do here and see in the meantime. Thank you for the information. If I could trouble you for a moment, though, I'd like to ask about the relic known as the Elysian box. Oh, dear me, why would this guy know? I've never heard of the dreadful thing. Never, you hear. Well, that's enough chatting with strangers for one day. To be frank, I was in high spirits till you came along. Now I'm crabbier than a crab apple. If you really want to prove you're sorry for ruining my day, here, solve this puzzle. Alright, so the mere mention of the Elysian box caused this guy to spiral. Alright, a pro golfer has the amazing ability to consistently putt distances of 3, 5, 7, and 11 feet. Strangely enough, though, those are the only distances he can putt. Currently, our golfer stands on the green with his ball 20 feet from the hole. What's the fewest number of strokes he can use to get the ball into the hole? Assume that if the ball is hit farther than the distance remaining to the hole, it will roll over to the other side. Okay, cool. That was a good detail for it to clarify. All right, so he can only putt in prime numbers between 3 and 11. Pretty cool. And it has to go 20 feet. And what's the fewest number of strokes? All right, so math. We have to math it up again. All right, so will 11 ever be useful to us? Is there any... I think 11 is completely useless, sadly, because there's no combination of the other primes that will ever equal 9. Because 3 plus 5 is 8, 3 plus 7 is 10, 5 plus 7 is 12. So because 20 minus 11 is 9, if there's no sum of prime numbers that equals 9, we can't use 11. So... even though he can putt 11, it'll never be useful for this. So I think he's got to go... Okay, so let's see. Let's say he does 7 and 7, which is 14. Is there anything that we can add to equal 20? And I think, again, the answer is no. Because 5 is 19, 3... Oh, no, wait, 3 and 3, 3 and 3. 3 and 3 would be 20. Okay, so that's 4 strokes. Right now, I'm thinking that's the lowest amount. Is there another scenario? He could do 5, 5, 5, which is also 4. So 5, 5, 5, 5, which is 4 strokes. 7, 7, 7 is 21, so that's no good. I want to say it's 4. That has to be it, right? There are 2 different patterns, but he can do it in 4. 7, 7. Yeah. I think it's 4, chat. I think it's 4. Wait, 15? No, I think you read the question wrong. This is asking the amount of strokes, right? Yeah. That's a 4, guys.
This should do the trick.
No! Wrong? Okay, hold on.
Well,
Remember, the pro golfer we're talking about, he do some pretty amazing things. Huh. Oh, wait. No, wait. What if he did... Okay, hold on. So he can putt 11. You could do 11... You can repeat the strokes. So we could do 11 and then 3, 3, 3, which does equal 20. But that's still 4. Huh, am I reading this question wrong? If the ball is hit further than the distance, it won't go in, right? So we can't overshoot. Hey, what's up, Solar? It makes me think that I'm reading this question wrong somehow. Because I feel like the logic is sound. We cannot overshoot. There's no combination of the other primes plus 11 that's less than 4, right? So we have 11. So we have 9 remaining, right? We could do 3, 3, 3. But we couldn't do 5, 3. We couldn't do 5, 7. We couldn't do 7, 3. So if we use 11, that's still 4 strokes minimum. We could do 7, 7, 3, 3, which is 4 strokes minimum. We could do 5, 5, 5, 5, which is also 4 strokes. It must be 5? No, because we can do it in 4. It's asking the minimum, right? What is the fewest number of strokes you can use to get the ball in the hole? It can't be 3 though, because 7, 7, 7 is 21. I don't get it. What's going on? Wait, I accidentally clicked out of the window. Is it time to use a hint coin, chat? It's time to use a hint coin. 20 feet. He can putt in 3, 5, 7, and 11. Those are the only values. I don't get why it's not 4. Bruh. We can't go past. If we go past, it says it doesn't work. Because we could just do 11, 11, which would be 2 strokes. But it says that's not a valid solution. And before it's 2 strokes, he aims a little off, so it goes, oh! Wait, that's totally true. Does it say straight line anywhere? Bro, that would be crazy. But like, it's true. Like, what if the hole's here and he's here and we make like a triangle where he does 2 strokes? You know, there's some triangle here that does that, right? Isn't that true? Like he could do 11 and then 9. Wait, you might be right. Or he could do 11 and then 11. I think it's a trick question. I think you're right. It doesn't specify that it's a completely straight putt. Trick time? No, this is still geometry. But there's definitely, I don't know the proof specifically, but there's some triangle formed by like every 3 lines, right? So it's like we have a putt here where this side is 20 feet and this side is like 11. Wait, actually, is that true? Okay, hold on. Pythagorean theorem. What is it? A squared plus b squared equals c squared? All right, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we just have to prove that there is some triangle, right? Where this is 20. And then we have several options for these. These can be like 11, 5, 3, 7. We just have to find like some value that's like true. Okay, so 20 squared. What's 20 squared? 400? Okay, hold on. So 400 equals... If we find some value that is true here, that means that we can say it's 2 strokes with geometry, right? So let's see. 7 squared is 49. What is 11 squared? 121? That's not it. So maybe it's not true. Maybe there is not a triangle. Huh. It must be 2 because it's telling... Yeah, it does feel like it has to be 2. No, well... God, I don't know. Okay, we're buying a hint. We're buying a hint. We're using these hint coins. The correct solution doesn't involve the golfer or shooting the hole. Okay, well, obviously, because you tell me that in the description of the hint. I hate you, Layton. Give me a real hint. There's no reason our golfing friend would have to hit each putt straight towards the hole. There it is. There it is, boys. Perhaps you could put his ball in a better position for the shot that travels diagonally. Okay, okay. So now the question is, how many strokes does it take? Or he could even just putt backwards if he wanted to have fun with it. It's really cheeky. 2 shots? Is it 2 or is it 3? I feel like we just proved that it can't be 2. So I think it does have to be 3. Because if it was 2, there would have to be some value of... Oh wait, it could be an isosceles. Hold on. Okay, so we have this triangle, right? This triangle where C is 20, right? C equals 20. And then A and B, oops, A and B can have the values 3, 5, 7, and 11. But they have to sum the square of them. A squared plus B squared has to sum to equal 400. Because that's 20 squared, right? Math? Hold on. Let me calculate to make sure that is 20 squared, because that could be a bad assumption. 20 times 20. It is 400. Okay, cool. So, in order to prove 2 strokes, there has to be some value. And 11 times 11 is 121, right? And even the 2 largest numbers, 11 squared plus 11 squared, is nowhere near 400. So I don't think this is not a real triangle with the values we've been given. So then that means it has to be 3, right? If it's not 4 and it's not 2. Please. How? Okay. All right. We're just in pure copium territory now. So is it 2? He's gonna have to explain to me why it's 2. 2. What if it's not 2?
And now to test my theory.
It is 2. Okay, let's read this explanation.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
If our friend, the pro golfer, putts 2 diagonal shots as shown above, he can sink the ball in 2 shots. No one ever said the golfer had to putt directly towards the hole, did they? Wait. How come the triangle didn't work then? Wait, why did the Pythagorean theorem not work? 11 squared plus 11 squared is not 20 squared. I'm so confused. Wait, what is actually happening, chat? Wait, 11 squared is 121, right? 11 squared, 121, 20 squared is 400. So 121. Bro. Solved by educated guessing. I don't understand, Layton. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to take the L on that one. We just walk away confused. Alright, old man. Screw you. That was devastating to our ego and our future puzzle solving ability. Now we're shattered. Our confidence is all-time low. What do we do? Alright, let's go into the festival. Let's go into the festival and hope there's an easier puzzle. Look at all these booths. Now this is what I call a festival. Oh, I just love all the hustle and bustle. It's so wonderful. Shall we walk around and take in more of the sights then? Definitely. All right, we just decided to check out the plaza in front of the town hall. Very cool. Oh, look at this guy. This guy looks like he's right from 1776. But his name is Jacques? Oh, he can be French. Oh, boo! Parting with one so dear to your heart is even more painful than the tightest wig. When she was a child, I used to read to her until she fell asleep. She looked just like an angel. Oh, nothing hurts so much as separation's knife. Gee, I don't know about that. I guess I've never really given it much thought. Oh, fret not. I wasn't expecting one as young as yourself to fully understand a pain such as mine. Don't mind me. I'll just excuse myself now. The way he was carrying on, you think he just got dumped. But he seemed sad in a different way, didn't he? Best not to pry too deeply into the private affairs of others, Luke. It's not becoming of a gentleman. So true, Layton. You're right, Professor. Alright, well that's got to be some story important event, since we commented on that. Alright, need a hit coin to make up for our devastating loss earlier. Okay, we can go right and left. Let's talk to this guy.
Hey fellows, pleasure to meet you. My name's Albert. I'm just nuts about our beautiful village. I heard you've been running around Dropstone asking questions, but you haven't talked to me yet. If you solve this puzzle, the king of Dropstone trivia, yours truly will answer a question for you.
This guy's a nerd. The king of Dropstone trivia. Below is a wheel of male and female portraits. Select a portrait and counting... Wait, select a portrait and counting that portrait as 1. Move 6 portraits either clockwise or counterclockwise, then cross out the last of these 6 portraits. Repeating this pattern, starting from the next available portrait and moving in the same direction. If you start at just the right portrait, you can remove all the women in the wheel, leaving only the 6 portraits of men behind. Circle this portrait. What? Bro, something must have been lost in translation with the description of this puzzle. Aren't we also nerds? I don't know, guys. I don't think many nerds can bench 405. We're a new brand of nerds. We're a new brand of nerds that can also be jocks. It's fancy. Okay, so it's saying you choose a portrait, right? Counting this as one of the 6. Okay, counting this as 1, move 6 portraits either clockwise or counterclockwise, then cross out the last of these 6 portraits. So I start here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I cross it out, right? Then I repeat this pattern. Starting here? No, because I would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't it always go to the... Huh? Removing all the wind portraits. What is this guy, Blizzard? I love Blizzard catching strays. Blizzard's an excellent example of a company you hate. You know that meme where it's like when someone you hate, something bad happened, or like you find out like actual reason to hate them. That's what it feels like with Blizzard. It's like, nice. I don't get this. Select a portrait. Repeat this pattern starting from the next available portrait, moving in the same direction. Oh, okay, okay. So it's like I go like this. I cross this one out, then I start here. Then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, it always goes across. I love Blizz back in the day, like the Diablo 2 days, sure. It's been a while. Okay, so we always have to start with a portrait, or we have to start on a portrait that has a whammon directly across. Because this is a whammon hating puzzle, right? Yes. I don't. Yeah, this is hard. Start on the beard guy? But don't we have to immediately go to this guy? Right, so, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. You don't go directly across. You go either to the left or the right. So this... Wait, how many are there? 1, 2, 3. There's 12, right? Just like a clock? So if I start at 11, I go to either 5 or 4, right? Okay. Solar says start on the beard guy. Let's see what we got. So we go to here, cross her out. Then we'd have to go up here. Right? We'd start with this guy, or we could go to here. All right, so let's trace our pattern. So then we could go either to here or here. And then it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we could kill her, or it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we could kill her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we could go to her or her. I wonder which would be best. All right, let's get rid of this lady for some reason. No. You don't start on the next one. You start on the one next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's either this one or this one. No, wait, it's the same one. This is how the puzzle works, right? After we cross someone out. No. Starting from the next available portrait, moving in the same direction. So if we start with the beard guy and go this way, we're like locked into that direction forever, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Then go to the beard guy again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't get this puzzle at all. I don't think the instructions are clear. All right, let's randomly start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't randomly start there. Let's randomly start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, boom. Then we start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Then we start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't we get caught in a loop after two moves? I think something about this is like not being explained properly. If you start at just the right portrait, you can remove all the women. Okay, select a portrait. Counting that portrait as 1. Move 6 portraits either clockwise or counterclockwise. Then cross out. Okay, so maybe once you've selected a portrait, you can move in either clockwise or counterclockwise, but it has to be the same direction. So let's say we start with beard guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So because we went this way to get to her, the portrait has to be him, but we can go in either direction. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so let's do that. So we went this way. So now we have to start on beard guy again, and then we can go either left or right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that's no good. Can we go back in time? So let's say here we landed on this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Now we're at beard guy again. So I think it's over now. All right, so no, can't do it with him. Is there some sort of pattern we can establish here? Let's start. I don't think it matters if you start with a man or a woman, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you always go to the... So it's like if you start somewhere, you can go to these two, right? It makes like a Y shape. And then like another Y shape. Okay, so maybe there's like a fast way we can do this. Where it's like if we start here, we can go Y shape, Y shape. So this could be valid, right? Then we go here. And then we have to go to this guy and we do a Y shape and go here, here. Either one of these are valid. So then we go here. And then we'd have to go here again, which would not be valid. So JK. Let's say we went here. So then we have to go to this guy. So then we're stuck. So, okay. That doesn't work. Let's say we start on this, which is Flora, I guess. Then we go to here. Kill her. Then we start here. And from here we can go to here or here. So that's not valid. So it can't be Flora. So what if I started here, do a Y shape? So either one of these are fine. So we go this way, kill her. Then we go to this person. And we go here or here. Okay. So this is fine. So let's go this way, kill Flora, go to this guy, then go this way, kill her, then go to here, go this way, kill her, and then go to... Oh shoot, I think this is where the pattern ends though. Show my true colors. True colors that I hate this puzzle. Ah! Was there another way? I almost feel like it is this guy. Because we're so close, right? Could I have gone a different direction at some point? Because the only one I have left is this one. And to get to her, I would have to be... I could come from... this guy? Sheesh. I feel like this was like almost it. This beard guy, randomly. Okay, let's try her. Or not beard, mustache. This puzzle sucks. Okay, so kill her, right? Then I go to her. I do the Y. There's nothing, so that's not it. This guy. Okay, so I can go either way. So this guy has lots of options. Okay, so let's kill her. Then we go to beard guy. Then I go like this, and I go boom. Then I'm right back to here. But this time I go this way. Kill her. Now I'm on beard guy. And then we're stuck. So it's not... What is like the meta pattern that's emerging here that I'm supposed to be able to see? So it's like I got a cluster of these three, and then I've got 1, 2, 3. What's the pattern? What's the pattern? So right here we have 3, and then a cluster of these 3. Yeah, okay. So there's a meta pattern here. Because of this pattern, I almost feel like there's 2 solutions. Okay, what if you start from the center of one of them? Like, what if you start at Luke? And okay, so that's no good. So what if we start at the center of this and go here? That looks interesting. So we go this way, choose this guy, which can go either here or here. So let's do this first. Then we go to her. Then go back, take care of business here. Go back to mustache guy. Then go to her. I'm getting lost. Let's buy a hint. First portrait you should choose should be of a man. Okay, let's go. So that's eliminated half. So now we can try half of them. All right, so let's start with this guy. Go left or right. Let's choose Flora. So we kill Flora. Then we get the mustache guy. Mustache guy can go here. So he has to go here. Then we're on this guy again. This time we go here. Now we're back on mustache guy and we're stuck. So I don't think it can be top hat guy. So let's try Luke. Luke has no options, so it can't be Luke. Afro guy. Okay, so let's say we start here. Boom. Then we go to beard guy. This guy looks like Brad from Lisa. So then we go here. We can go... So he has one option, so he goes here. Then we're back on this guy, because we traveled this way, right? So this time we have to go here. But then we get stuck on beard guy. So what if instead of going this way first, we went this way first? And then... I don't think it actually changes that much. We go to beard guy. So we travel this way. Beard guy can go here or here, so he has to go here. And then we're back on this guy, and this time we go here. And then we're back on beard guy. I don't get this puzzle. Okay, so we tried all three of these. So wait. It has to be mustache guy, right? It has to be. You can go either here or here. So let's say he does this, then we go here. Then I arbitrarily go here, then I go back this way, then I go here. Then we're back here, then I go here. Boom, boom. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Let's just guess 6 times. It's this guy. It's this guy, right? I don't get the rules of this puzzle. I just had a feeling.
We have it.
Alright, this is by far the worst puzzle ever. If you begin by counting from the man and proceed counterclockwise around the rule, you eventually move all. Oh, okay, so it's much more simple. Cool. Sometimes we can persist through vibes alone.
Expertly solved. It gave me chills. It really did.
Shut the fuck up, Albert.
Okay, ask away. If you got any questions about the village or its history, I'm your man.
Would you happen to know anything about a supposedly cursed unique called the Elysian Box?
It's hard to believe, but you've gone beyond my area of expertise. I've never heard of the thing. What I can tell you is that people in this town jump at the very mention of curses. From what I gather, it seems like they have some connection to the village in the days of its founding. Unfortunately, that's all the info I can really give you on that subject. Sorry to let you down.
Boys Club? That's what that puzzle was called. Alright, Layton made me sexist. How could you have done this, Layton? This building appears to be the town hall. Yes, but it looks like it's closed for the day. They probably wanted to give everyone a chance to enjoy today's festivities. Luke, this reminds me of a puzzle set in front of a town hall like this one. Care to give it a go? Would I ever? Alright, Layton, you're on thin ice right now, bud. You had 2 bad puzzles in a row. You're on thin ice, bub. 3 people at odds with one another are running for mayor in the upcoming town election. Including these 3 candidates, the town has a voter population of 40 people. In order to win, a candidate must get more votes than any other candidate. If each of the 40 voters cast a single vote and every vote is recognized, what is the fewest number of votes a candidate needs to secure victory with certainty? Huh. Alright, 3 people at odds with one another. So they're never going to vote for each other, right? And they're included in the population of 40, right? What is the fewest number of votes a candidate needs to secure victory with certainty? Okay, so there's 40. And each of these 3 people are going to vote for themselves, right? Because it says they're at odds with each other. So they're not going to be charitable. So each voter definitely gets at least 1 vote. And then the total pool is now 37, right? So if I divide this number by 3, does that get us some helpful information? It comes out to like 12 remainder 1, right? So it's like 12 votes, 12 votes, 12 votes. And then okay, so that would be a tie. And then 1 person gets 13. So it'd just be like 14 votes, right? If any one of these people got like the random 1 extra vote. Or is that going about this the wrong way? What is the fewest number of votes? No. Is it just simple majority? Do they need 21 votes? Huh. I'm not sure I understand the specifics of this puzzle. Is this another trick question? The town has a voter population of 40. There's 40 voters. The dudes running can't vote for themselves. But it says, including these 3 candidates, the town has a voter population of 40. In order to win, the candidate must get more votes than any other candidate. So simple more votes wins. It doesn't have to be majority or anything. Each of the 40 voters casts a single vote, and every vote is recognized. Back at it again with the math puzzles? Yeah, I don't even get the basis of this one. I'm not sure I understand it. It's like if we perfectly divide the votes up, 14, if like everyone was completely split in the town, 14 would be like the minimum number, right? But I don't think that's the question. Is it a trick question? And if you get 21 votes, then there's literally no way to beat that because of voter population? Is it literally just about... What is the fewest number of votes a candidate needs? Oh, okay. No, it is fewest. In the scenario where... Yeah, okay. So this is the scenario where everyone's like perfectly split. So I think it is 14. Because it's like each person's going to vote for themselves. Then in this crazy scenario where the town has 37 remaining votes, because we have 40 minus the 3 of the candidates, equals 37. Then 37 divided by 3 is 12, 12, 12, remainder 1. And then that random vote would carry the election, right? So let's just say it's 1 plus 12 plus 1, which is 14. I think that would be the absolute fewest, right? The fewest guaranteed in this bizarre scenario. I think that's it. I think it is it. You guess 14 is correct? I think it might be it.
Just leave it to me.
No!
Well, I'm stumped.
Think about the clues you've been given and try again. What is the other scenario then? The fewest number of votes that would guarantee a victory with certainty. The fewest number. So 21 could be another answer, right? Because there's 40 voters, so 21 would guarantee. But is that the smallest number that would guarantee? I'm actually surprised it's not 14. I kind of don't get it now. Because it's like, if you ignore the 3 votes, maybe you take them out of the pool. Maybe they can't vote for themselves. Maybe that's the hint. It says they're at odds with each other, so maybe they just... No, but it does say they vote. Each of the 40 voters cast a single vote. Okay, so it's like 40 divided by 3, right, is 13, remainder 1. So it seems like 13 plus this stray vote would be the absolute smallest amount of votes to win with certainty, right? Yeah, they're included in the 40. What is the secret here? What are we missing? Do we buy a hint coin, maybe? Think about how many votes exist in the town, excluding the 3 cast by the candidates themselves. Bruh. Would it be 13 since we take away the remainder? I want to say the remainder is like the deciding vote, but maybe... What is this hint even saying? Think about how many votes exist in the town, excluding the 3 cast by the candidates themselves. Excluding the ones cast by themselves. So there's 37 votes without these 3 guys. Divide that by 3. You've got 12, remainder 1. So 12 plus 1, 13? Maybe it is 13. Okay, let's try that. If it's not 13, then it's 12, right? No! Layton, you son of a
I
bitch.
botched that one.
All right, now we're just spamming. We're just spamming at this point. $12.
Just leave it to me.
It's not 12 either. Okay, so now
Right.
it has to be a trick question, right? And the answer was 21? Like, what else could it be? 21.
Here goes.
Bruh. What is it then? Layton, you son of a bitch. Are we just gonna have to try numbers? Like, is it 11? Why would it be 11? Oh, we're getting absolutely justed by this. Just. Okay, so we tried 14, 13, 12, 21.
Just leave it to me.
Is it 15? Maybe. I don't know why it would be 15, but let's try it. All right. All right. Walk of shame. Walk of shame. 15. 15. if it's just 15 randomly.
Oops, that wasn't right.
Wait, so we've tried 11 through 15 and also 21. What if we try 20? We're stuck in this puzzle forever. Yeah. We're actually in Puzzle Jigoku. 20.
Just leave it to me. Piece of
But
cake.
why though? But why though? The winner has to have at least 20 votes for a certain victory. Since each of the candidates dislikes the other two, each will likely vote for themselves. 40 votes minus those 3 votes leaves 37 votes. The winner will need over half the votes, in this case a minimum of 19 additional votes, and the winning candidate's personal vote. To add that, and you get 20 votes. Even if another candidate gathered all the remaining 18 votes, it wouldn't be enough to overcome. Bruh. Hey, welcome Riku and Francis to the Acolytes. Jazz hands math. Bro, all these ones that we're losing, I don't even get the explanation. The brain rot's too real, guys. Been watching too many YouTube shorts, too many Instagram reels, too many TikToks. I have to go read a book. Oh. I'll read the novelization of Layton. Okay, so this is saying, so the candidates will never vote for each other, right? So that leaves 37 votes. The winner will need half the votes, in this case 19, and the winning candidate's personal vote to that. So I almost feel like it was almost a trick question. Screw math. Yeah. What's up, Lucy? Layton's up to his usual BS. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. We're getting punished. Well done. Now we really should get back to investigating the town. Layton, you're on the list. You're on the list, Layton. Once you're on the list, you don't get off the list either. Alright, let's go right. This is cute. Got some nice cow floats. Wow, look at those gigantic cow balloons. It looks like the villagers are setting up for the livestock competition. Livestock competition? That sounds like fun. Yes, I'd certainly like to see the competition myself. It doesn't appear quite ready to start yet. While we're waiting, can we go see more of the village? Alright, cool. So we gotta come back later. I can't believe we haven't done all the puzzles in the village yet. This is brutal. This village has kind of been... It's kind of been screwing us. Alright, let's talk to this French-looking guy. Have the British ever worn a uniform like that? This guy's gotta be French.
never forget a face, and I don't know any of yours. You must be from the Monetary Express. Since you're new to town, let me clue you in on a few key facts about Dropstone. I know you're interested, so don't act all bashful and reserved on my account. Listen, if you know one name in Dropstone, make sure it's Mr. Anderson's. Not only is the fellow swimming in money, he pretty much runs Dropstone, but he's a swell guy who treats everyone with respect, even the mailman. That'd be me, by the way.
Oh, he's a mailman.
I always say you can tell a heck of a lot of people about the way they treat them local mail carrier.
You know, you never know when they go postal. You guys should be nice to your mailman.
Even nice guys like him have troubles. I hear he spends all time fighting about his daughter.
Oh, he was the fancy guy earlier.
That reminds me, I just saw a pair of unusual characters head up towards Mr. Anderson's house. The two said they were police from London, but something about them seemed downright fishy.
Two people, huh?
Are you referring to the Inspector Kelmy and his assistant? Kelmy, you say? That sounds right. He said he had official police business, said he needed to see Mr. Anderson.
What possible connection could there be between Mr. Anderson and the Elysian box?
Well, it seems that Mr. Anderson serves as the head of this community. It's only natural he'd know about who and what passes through this area.
He's a big fish, all right. You're right on the money about that. Heck, even the owner of the Monetary Express stops in to pay him a visit when he's in town. Yes, I bet those two officers are being waited on like kings at Mr. Anderson as we speak. But enough chit-chat. We've got the festival going on now, so have some fun.
All right, Mr. Mailman. That was a lot of information. It's a village of brain-bending BS. That's what that's what the game should be titled. Instead of, this was called the Diabolical Box, right? Oh, nice. We go in here. Dude, this lady's got to have the funniest design I've ever seen. Bruh. Dorothy. The designer was just drawing like random geometric shapes. And he's like, can I make this a person? He's like, yes. Yes, I will. Greetings. I don't think I've seen you around these parts before. May I ask your name?
Of course. I'm Herschel Layton, Professor of Archaeology at Gressenheller University.
Charm, so. Welcome to Dropstone, Professor Layton. My name is Dorothea, and I'm a maid at service of the Anderson family. Tell me, what brings you to our humble village?
My companions and I are after an artifact known as the Elysian Box. Have you heard of it before?
Oh, can't say that I have, but the Master's quite knowledgeable about curiosities such as that.
The Master, madame?
Oh yes, excuse my thoughtlessness, I keep forgetting you're new here. Adventure, there's not a single resident of our village who doesn't know Mr. Anderson.
I see. Well, if it's at all possible, we'd very much like to meet Mr. Anderson.
Normally I'd say he'd be glad to receive you, but lately he's been preoccupied with his daughter.
I don't mean to pry, but has there been some issue between Mr. Anderson and his daughter?
Well, yes, just between you and me, and the wall, the daughter has been secretly planning a trip alone. Secretly planning a trip alone? Is that your way of saying she's planning to run away? Yes, and what's worse is that the Master is starting to catch on that something's going on. But after much talk, we servants have decided to cheerfully see the Master's young daughter off.
So, you're in support of allowing this girl to go off on her own? Why is that?
Because the purpose of the trip is to fulfill the last request of the young lady's late grandmother.
I see. May I inquire as to what the last request was?
Well, I myself has only heard scraps of the story from other people, so I can't say much. But whatever the request, it seems that one of the young mistress... It's one that the young mistress seems to feel is extremely important. Oh, look at that. Here I am gossiping away and there's supper to prepare. Please excuse me, Professor Layton. I need to get back to work.
Man, the plot thickens.
Maybe it's me, but it sounds like Mr. Anderson's daughter's leaving home and going on a trip. And yet for some reason the servants are cheering her on. How odd.
Yes, very. And think about the consequences should Mr. Anderson find out what's been going on. The servants must have a truly solid reason if there's resolve to keep a secret like this.
What could it possibly be? I'm getting the feeling Dropstone isn't as ordinary as it looks.
You're not the only one, Luke. But enough speculation. Let's explore more of the village.
Okay, Professor.
Dang. That eyeball box is filled with Layton puzzles. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a puzzle for sure. Okay, give me a good one, Layton. Give me a good one, Layton. Or actually, I guess Luke's giving the puzzle this time. 20 picker rats. 20 picker rats. One of the three color pictures, A, B, C, is the same picture as the black and white one displayed on the far left. Can you find which one? The only difference is that the picture on the far left has had its contents flipped to left to right. Its colors inverted. Didn't we do a puzzle exactly like this last time? It's lazy that it's done the same one twice now. Okay, so it's inverted and flipped left to right. Okay, so inverted. So we expect these. So these are dark strips. They're going to be light strips. And these check out. But this one's too narrow, right? So it's not this one. Because the band is actually like more narrow. So it's got to be A or B. And we see that this side is light. So we flip it. So this side should be dark. So that checks out for both of these. So what are the differences between these? These look like almost identical to me. It's gonna be a tiny detail. Man. This is tough. The eyebrows. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The paws. Amount of like toes they have or the color they are. But the eyebrows? The eyebrows do look kind of different. They're just like longer, I guess. Oh yeah, they are longer. Bro, that's literally pixels. Okay, so I see that this one has... They're longer, right? So it's B?
Consider this puzzle solved.
Oh, dude, that's actually...
Wonderful.
Actually pixels. That's crazy. The cat's eyebrows. Yeah, okay. Luke, get out of here with that. That was crazy. Making me do a pixel hunt on my DS. Dude, imagine being like 12 years old. You got your DS in your hand. The screen on this thing is tiny. Look at that. Look at that. You'd just be like... Ugh. Maybe, okay, maybe at that point you could be playing on a DSi. Did that have a larger screen? I think it did. Nice. Little hint coin. Okay. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I'm working up an appetite, chat. I'm working up an appetite for Taco Bell. I'm dreaming of my Taco Bell order right now. The cat doesn't blink. It's dead. I think it's a stuffed cat. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Romy. Me. I'm a world traveler, but I'm stuck here until I can score a ticket on the Voluntary Express. I was hoping for a freebie, so I told Beluga one of my puzzles to break the ice. Unfortunately for me, he got all hot under the collar when he couldn't solve it. Maybe he'll have better luck with it. This is just how people in the Layton world communicate. They're just like, I'm gonna warm up to this guy. No! A dragging one. Alright, we're gonna give this an honest try. And then we're gonna do it never. So this has to be the first move, right? Okay, so up until this point, all these moves are the only move possible, right? Then we can finally start doing this, but maybe, yeah, so I think we do that first. Then we could do that. Okay. Okay. Never mind. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, and then what indeed? So I guess so this gets treated as like a little 1 by 1. It's like, how am I ever moving this thing? Can I wonder if I can drag just pieces out. That'd be super funny if that was a solution. Oh, I can drag this here though. Okay. Okay. That's something. Okay. Okay. I still hate it, but we're making some sort of progress, right? It seems like having this here is advantageous, right? Like never take that out. Assume. So what is... What is the desired thing here? Do I want to get this over here? Do I want to get both of them over here? I don't think that does anything. No, this is worthless. I don't know. What do we do from here? How did we... Do something like this? Okay. Oh, wait. Oh.
Consider this puzzle solved.
It only took like a trillion moves.
Leave no puzzle unsolved.
Whatever. Honestly, we're just happy to get through it. The dragon puzzles just suck. Alright, with folks like you around, we might actually solve the mystery of the Military Express. People say the train occasionally makes a stop at the Phantom Town. Ooh, found on no map. Just be a wild rumor though. Let's go. An unplotted town. No wonder. I wonder if that's true. Dude, that's kind of... That goes hard. Secret Phantom Town. Alright, where can we go from here? Let's go here.
Wow, will you look at the size of that mansion? I bet you could get lost in there.
It is impressive to say the least. I'm sure that massive manor belongs to Mr. Anderson.
So that's where Inspector Kelmy and his assistant went, right? I'd like to see the place for myself. Can we go take a look?
No, for now I think our best course of action is to gather what information we can in the village. Besides, I imagine the Andersons have their hands full with 2 guests they currently have. Alright, this guy's got a puzzle. Dude, this kind of looks like, what's the guy that makes platinum games? Like Kamiya or something? Well, his name is Gabe. Should do it.
Good afternoon. What are you doing there, sir?
Me? Oh, I'm just doing a little fishing here in this lake.
It sounds like a lot of work. Have you had much luck?
Actually, that's a good question. Now that I think about it, how many have I managed to catch today? Oh, let's go. This better not be a... Okay. You've cast a large net out into a pond to catch some fish. Every part of the net is in the water except for the 2 ends which you're holding in your hands, as shown below. The pond surface is small, but it's actually wider underwater, so parts of your sunken net aren't visible from the surface. Assuming that there are no tears in the net and its rim is constructed of a single length of rope that ends on the shore, how many of the fish visible in the pond will you snare when you pull the net back up? Oh no. Okay, so we got 2 ends of the net here, right? So it goes like something. Da-na-na. Wait, no, I gotta be super precise with this. Wait a minute. What's going on here? That's crazy. Okay. So then things interior to this shape will be caught and things exterior will not. So hold on. This is exterior. This is exterior. This is interior. So 1, 2. Is this a fish? I can't tell. I think it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now the hard part is determining what is going on here. I think these are both out, right? Yeah. So I think it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I circle this? Is this a circle? Oh no. I can't read my own notation. I think it's an X. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, 7. I'm gonna say 7. Please.
Let's see if this works.
Thank God. We got a puzzle right on the first try, guys.
That was almost too easy.
We have to earn our confidence back. Sheesh. Whoa, what a haul. Tonight I feast like a king. Alright, Gabe. Are fish even that good? Are you really gonna eat 7 fish in a row? That's kind of crazy. Is it not? Like eating 7 fish that sounds insane. Oh no, kill me. Let's talk to this guy. What's what is this guy all about? He's just got a rectangle for a chin. Snirk, mia, nyum nyum nyum. Professor, I think this fellow fell asleep standing up. Judging by his uniform, he must be a security guard. I wonder how his employer feels about this nap. Perimeter is secure. Please confirm identity by solving this puzzle. He's chin maxing. Yeah. That's what you should say. Alright, so we're solving a sleeping man's puzzle. No, come on. 3 rope loops are tangled together with a single red rope. If you were to pull both ends of the red rope, a single knot would form in the middle. Can you figure out how many of the rope loops would get caught in the knot when it forms? Bruh. Remember, even if a loop appears to have been pulled into the knot, you shouldn't count it in your answer if you can pull the loop free of the red rope with a tug. What? Okay. So we just have to like eyeball this? Bro, this is diabolical. Okay, so what is the answer? It's looking for a number. So how many of these, how many colors are there? Hold on, I'm colorblind, guys. So that's yellow. That's blue. Okay, hold on. Yellow, blue. This is green, right? Is there another one? Or is that all the colors? Okay, so there's just 3. So our answer is between 0 and 3. So these are loops. So we're seeing if a loop is in the knot. Okay, so looking at yellow, just like eyeballing it, I think it is. Like this knot closes. And then yellow, yeah. Are you actually colorblind? Yeah, I'm red-green colorblind, the most common kind, deuteranopia. As well as 10% of all men. I'm not alone. Okay, but I think this green one, I'm pretty sure this green one just gets pulled out. Because look, it's not actually, the red rope doesn't go through the loop. I think that's what we're looking for. But the red rope does go through the loop of blue. And it does go through the loop of yellow. So I'm going to say 2. Just believe. Layton, you son of a bitch!
Oh, my.
Alright, so it's got to be 1 then, right? Instead of 3? Okay, hold on. Let's look more carefully. So the yellow one, the red one goes through it, right? So if you pull the knot tight, I don't think we can just pull the yellow one out. So the green one, oh wait, actually maybe the green one can't get pulled out. Okay, so we pull the knot tight, and the knot sort of clamps down on everything that's inside of it. Actually, wait, I don't even think blue's in there. I don't think blue is tangled. The green one can't get out, yeah, okay. But can blue? Okay, so blue goes through this loop right here. See how it's under? Oh, no, wait, no. No. Blue is under this loop. So I think blue is... Yeah, blue is not even in this equation. It's 1? I think it has to be 1, right? It is green. No, green is trapped in there. Because look, when you tighten it... Wait. Actually, maybe green will come out. Okay, what about yellow? So yellow goes over this, and then... Yeah, I don't think yellow's on there at all. Green can't out. It must be 1. Yeah. So I don't think yellow or blue are on there. I think it's just green. 1. It's either 1 or it's 0. Trick question.
My theory.
Layton,
Well,
I've had just about enough of you today, Layton. I tell you what.
Eliminated.
Well, sounds pretty inviting right now. 13 pick rats, dude. 13 pick rats, a measly 13 pick rats. It has to be 0.
And now to test my theory. And there we have it.
Okay, let's get the explanation. Not a single loop will become truly entangled in the knot that forms. When you pull the red rope and form a knot, 1 loop will fall away and the other 2 will hang from the red rope. Okay. Cool. Man, knot theory, man. How do we we're supposed to be experts in knot theory? I hate you, Layton. I hate you. He must be some kind of mad puzzle genius to be able to talk about them in his sleep. This guy has the highest power level in all of Layton. His power level is over 9,000. Alright, kill me. I guess I gotta talk to you. Oh, it's Inspector Kelmy. Well, look who it is. Hello, Inspector. Are you returning from the Anderson estate? I don't know where you get your information, Layton, but you're sly as a fox. As a matter of fact, I was just there. But the servant said Mr. Anderson wasn't home. They said the bloke was off presiding over some livestock competition. I like the story, I'm sure. I'm curious, what connection do you see between Mr. Anderson and the case you're investigating? Not that it's any of your business, but perhaps you can be of help. I'd heard rumors the bloke had tried to find this Elysian box in the past, so I went to talk to him. But when I got to his house, his butler told me he wasn't home and that I should leave. Can you believe it? I'd bet you a tenner he was just pretending to be out. I went out of my way to see the man. The least he could do is offer me a proper cup of coffee. Why would Mr. Anderson be interested in the Elysian box in the first place? It's anyone's guess, Luke. We won't know much more until we can ask him in person. It's just rich people stuff, you know. They gotta get a hold of Pandora's box. I guess we better head over to the livestock competition that Mr. Anderson is judging. Fine, let that blasted bloke judge his precious livestock competition, then I won't be there. As far as I'm concerned, this whole thing's a frivolous distraction for the rich. Oh, Kelmy. See, Kelmy's a working man. Speaking of which, I can only assume his obsession with the box stems from the excess of time and money on his hands. If you see anything that might help with this investigation, report it to me straight away, you hear? We are always happy to cooperate, Inspector. Except for when you tampered with a crime scene, Layton. I don't know. Now, please excuse us. Sure, off you go. Come along, Barton. We got work to do. Oh, I forgot how this guy... He's shaped like a jelly bean. Alright, let's go back and see this sheep competition or whatever. I don't know what's going on here. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Some of the inhabitants of this town seem kind of dysgenic. I know the town's only 50 years old, but this looks like there's been some significant inbreeding going over 200 years. These character designs are so wild, they are indeed. Boy, oh boy, I'm in a tight spot. I wanted to make a clean cut on this board, but I botched it kind of bad. It's pretty much useless as is. Can you think of a way to turn the piece into a solid square? Oh, let's go. These puzzles are kind of fun, right? Here we have an oddly shaped board. Since this board is rather unwieldy, as is, you've decided to cut it into 2 pieces and rejoin these pieces to form a square. Assuming you aren't allowed to flip either of the pieces over once the board is cut, where should you make the cut in order to achieve the above? Okay, so we want this thing to be a square, but we can't flip the pieces? Is that what it's saying? Sheesh, the wrong kind of eugenics. Dude, I saw this post. I saw this post that made me laugh probably harder than it should have. It was something like, everybody talking about eugenics till they have to do eugenics. And then it shows Brock Lesnar's daughter, who looks almost exactly like Brock Lesnar. Like, she's just a brick house. This is so funny. Okay, so we can't flip the pieces. You aren't allowed to flip. Our eventual goal is a square. So, since... I guess the total area is going to be a 4x4, right? Interesting. I think it has to be... Oh no, and it's two pieces, right? Okay. But we aren't allowed to flip. Okay, so we want it to be a 4x4. But we aren't allowed to flip. Okay. So we have to make... left and right of the empty square. So you're cutting like somewhere here is what you're saying? Or here. I feel like usually I'm pretty good at these, but I'm not seeing this one. So it has to be two pieces. So somehow this empty square, obviously we have to cut something to free this empty square. Otherwise it won't work at all, right? So it's like my first intuition is just you cut here and here, right? To make the L. Is that allowed? Because then you just drop this L down and it goes right here. Is that a valid solution? Because that would be two pieces, right? Let's see if it lets us draw that. Because that's like the simple solution, right? Like that, yeah. I hope this isn't like breaking the rules somehow.
This should do the trick.
Nice!
A true gentleman.
Sometimes the simple solution is the correct one. Thank God. Woohoo, that did the trick. Thanks. Now I can finally get back to that building, that shed. All right. This guy looks like he... He's got no chin and eyes. Like bulging eyes. He looks like he has trouble breathing or something. He's got another puzzle? Oh, hi there. I've got another board problem on my hands. Here's the shape I'm going for this time. All right, well, 2 in a row. What is this? Well, here we have yet another inconveniently shaped board. This one's even more unwieldy than the last. You need to cut it into 2 pieces so you can reassemble it to form a rectangle. Assuming you aren't allowed to flip either of the pieces over once the board is cut, where should you cut in order to achieve the above? Bro. An actual mouth breather? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, looking at this guy. He just kind of sounds like a fish on land. Or he's like one of the fish people from Lovecraft. He kind of does look very fish-like in appearance. So I'm supposed to get a rectangle that's 5x4. And I start with this bizarre piece of garbage, but I can't rotate. But it didn't say I couldn't just like slide the pieces over each other to like fit, right? Oh no, I can't flip. I could rotate. So I think I have to cut a shape that fits into this thing, right? So I cut this off. Oh, no, not quite. I wanted it to be like this shape, right? Because we have to fill this shape. That's like the only way to do this puzzle, right? So I thought this was going to be the perfect thing, but maybe that's not how we do it. Because it's like if you cut it off here, then this is 5 long, and then if you could just fill this hole in the center. So it's like if we did that, if that just like fit in there magically, that would be pretty cool, but it does not. I guess the other way we could solve it would be to cut off... No. Try villager sound. Did you guys see the Minecraft movie? I never did. Could you cut the top off here? The problem is then we have a shape that doesn't fit here either. It's like we want this weird S shape to fill either this space or to fill this space. I feel like that's the only ways to solve this problem, right? What if I cut it right there, right? And then you drop this down into here. So this goes here, right? And then it fills up. No. Because this part would be clipping. What if you cut here? I think it might be it, actually. Right? What if you cut here and then here? So this becomes like a puzzle piece and it goes into this, right? But does this go below? Because this is 4. Yeah, that'll be it, right? So we have 4 by 5. I'm pretty sure that's it. What does chat think? What does chat think? So you cut right there, and then it kind of just fits into here like a puzzle piece. And you end up with 4 by 5. Am I wrong? I think I'm right. I feel like I'm right. I almost want to like Photoshop it to like convince myself real quick. Looks good? Alright. I just need one person in chat to cheer me on. Let's go.
A true gentleman.
Alright, so we've given ourselves a little bit of confidence back. We can still solve these types of puzzles without getting it wrong 5 times in a row.
You're really something else.
I decided he sounds like a fish.
Something amazing. I thought I'd have to scrap this board, but I could use it to build my shit.
Nice, we got a battery. Alright, cool. Well, at least we solved this fish man's... His problems are over. Besides not being able to breathe on land.
For some reason, all the old-timers here are really cagey about the origins of Dropstone. I've got a hunch that something strange must have happened here before the village was founded.
Okay, cool. So this guy actually... He's got some good intel for us. I'd hope to ask a few questions at the town hall, but since it's closed, we'd have to give up on that. Oh yeah, where's the festival? Over here?
My goodness, look at this place. Phew, we made it back in time to catch the competition.
If we've been informed correctly, Miss Anderson is judging the entries.
So he could be around here somewhere, right?
Indeed. I wonder which of the gentlemen walking around here is our man.
Uh-oh, it looks like the 2 men over there are getting pretty hot under the collar about something.
I wonder what the matter is. The twist of this game, everyone's the town's fish people. It's actually Innsmouth.
But Innsmouth is in New England. It's not England.
Alright, look at this creature. A sphere. Clabber? Just look at that mangy coat. Anyone with 2 eyes can see that's no bovine of mine. I know it's gone down here. Someone swapped out my cow for this lemon. Oscar. Well, what do you want me... Oh, this guy looks like a Minecraft villager. What do you want me to do about it? Can you at least point out which cow is yours? How do you expect me to do that? Oh, bro, this is gonna get ugly.
What seems to be the problem, sirs?
This fella here seems convinced someone swapped out his prize cow for another.
I'm telling you, there ain't no cow of mine. My girl's perfect from horns to tail.
See what I mean? There's just no reasoning with him. We can't start the contest with him carrying on, but I don't know how we can clear up the situation.
I'll take care of this. I bet the cows would know if any monkey business went on.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that myself? I'll leave this one to you, Luke.
Excuse me, miss. Can you help out here?
I see. Wait, is this a previously undisclosed fact of the Layton games that Luke can talk to animals? Like he's Dr. Dolittle?
Did you find anything of use? I sure did. If I had to sum up our conversation, it'd give something like this.
Wait, can you actually speak to animals? Is that true? 5 cows are grazing at the festival. 2 of them are true moo cows, a breed that only tells the truth. The other 3 are no way cows, a different variety that always lies. Using the following statements from each cow, mark all the no way cows. Tap a letter to mark the cow below. No, it's one of these, the door problem. Okay. So there's 3 liar cows, and there's 2 truth cows. Who can speak to animals, but translate needs to turn into a puzzle? It's a very high concept game. I wouldn't expect anyone to understand. Okay, so our statements. So A says, D is a no way, I promise. B says, oh no, C is not a true moo cow. Okay. A says, no, C says, A ain't a no way cow, no way. D says E's a no way cow if I've ever seen one. And E says B's definitely not a true moo. God damn. Okay, how do we solve these types of puzzles? Did we check like which statements interfere with each other? I actually don't remember how to solve these kind of puzzles. Okay, so A statement is, okay, so I'll have the statements underneath them. So I have A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so A says, let's just call them false cows and true cows. So A says D is false. Right? B says C is false. C says A is a true. Right? D says E's a no way cow, so that's false. So E's false. And then E says B's false. Okay. Now that we have this table, do we just see if any of these statements interfere with each other? And then we know that, okay, so 2 cows are true and 3 are false. Oh boy. Okay. So let's just see if A statement can be true. So no other cow actually gives a statement about D. So A just makes some statement about D. So he says, A says D is a no way. So let's say it's true, right? That means what D says is false. So the D statement is E is false. So then if A is true, then D has to be true. Wait. Yeah, then D's statement has to be inverted, which means that E is true. And then his statement was B is definitely not a true moo, which means that whatever B's saying can't be correct in this instant. And then B's saying that C is a liar, but then C's saying A is a true moo. So this statement contradicts itself, right? So A statement can't be true? Wait, hold on. What am I even saying here? Oh, so they always lie, but that doesn't mean it's the opposite of the truth. Oh, but it does, because this is a binary, so it does mean it's the opposite of the truth. Okay, so I think we just proved that A is a no way, is a false cow. Hold on, let me do this again. So A statement is D is a no way. So let's assume A is telling the truth. If A is telling the truth, then D lies, which means that E statement is, or it means that E is a true way. So then we go to E statement, and E says B is definitely not a true moo. So this would have to be the truth. So B statement is C isn't a true moo, but this is a liar cow. So then it means that C is telling the truth. And then C says A isn't a no way cow, which means it. Bro, I don't know how to do these. This is so weird. Okay, who in chat is cracking this? Who in chat is cracking this with me? So what do we prove by doing that? Okay, so the first thing we do is assume a statement is true, and then see if there's any logical fallacies. And if there are, then we know that it has to be a false cow, right? So okay, let's do this one more time. So A says, we're assuming this is true, that D is a liar. So we look at D. And what D said was, E's a no-way cow. But D is a liar. So that means E tells the truth. And E says B's definitely not true moo. Okay, so then we go to B. So now we know that B's statement has to be a lie. And B says C isn't a true moo, which means C is telling the truth. So then we see C is saying A is a true moo. So that's a contradiction, right? Because this cow. Oh no, that could be true. Because we assumed it was true, and then at the end we got this cow telling us that it was true. So that actually might be true. From that, can we actually determine that this cow is telling the truth? Because those statements did not contradict each other? Does that mean that A and C are the true moves? And it was that easy? Okay, so wait. I'm just going to jump to C statement then. C says A ain't a no-way cow. No way. So C is saying that A is the true cow. So that's the only thing it's saying. Actually, I think maybe it's that easy. Okay, so wait, let's look at B. So if B's a liar, which we think it is, it says C isn't a true moo cow. Oh, wait. But if this is a liar, isn't a true moo. Oh, okay, yeah. I think we solved it. So which one do we tap? We tap all the no way cows, right? I'm pretty sure it was that easy.
Let's see if this works.
No.
Oops, that wasn't right.
What did we do wrong? Oh no. I need Taco Bell. This one's called misinformation. Okay, so there's 2 true moves and three liars. No, we lost our memos. Okay, let's just go from like the reverse. A, B, C, D, E. And their statements are E says B false. D says E false. C says A true. B says C false. A says D false. Okay, we assume A is telling the truth. If A is telling the truth, then D is lying. Yeah. If D is lying, then E is telling the truth. Yeah. And if E is telling the truth, then B is lying. Yeah. And if B is lying, then C is telling the truth. Yeah. Which would make C a truth cow and A a truth cow. So why didn't that work? Okay, let's do the reverse. So let's start with E. So E, let's assume E's statement is true. E says B's definitely not a true mo. So that means B is false. So let's see what B says and then invert it. B says C isn't a true moo cow, but B's a liar. So now we say C is a true moo cow. And C says A ain't a no way cow. So that would mean A was a true cow. So I think from this we know that E has to be a false cow because his statement could not exist, right? So then we go to D, and we assume D's statement to be true. E's a no way cow if I've ever seen one, which actually kind of lines up with what we know. Because then we just go through this. B's not a true mo. So we know that B's... So what B says is false. Oh, no, wait. No, B's... Okay, it's not talking about... Wait, okay. D's talking about E. E's a no way if I've ever seen one. So we assume his statement to be true. And what E says is... B is not a true mo. So then we assume B is a true mo. So then B says C isn't a true mo. So B and D are telling the truth. B and D, yeah, it does seem like that, right? Because E's statement can't be true, and then E has to be true. And true, and then we can kind of just assume this is false, but okay, I think that's it. So it's actually this. B and D. Dude, if this isn't it. Oh, thank God that was it.
That was almost too easy.
I feel like there's a way to graphically solve these that I have to learn. We have to figure this out so we can do this in the future, because that was disgustingly hard. I'm gonna have to get like Paint or like some like graphical program, and then we have to like figure out how to solve these. Okay, chat. I think I am starving and I have to go get Taco Bell. So I think it's the end of the stream tonight, but honestly, might just stream again tomorrow. I like Layton. I think these games are fun. Hold on, let's save. Imagine if we lost our progress. Okay, stop talking, guys. I need to get to the save menu. Wait, so can Luke canonically talk to animals? Okay, the winner of this year's Dropstone Dairy Crown is... It's Oscar. He did it. Oscar's show-stopping milk maven, Moo Tilda. You didn't even tell me my sweet Marimoo didn't take first place? Too bad you swapped your cow back, Clabber. If you kept quiet, you'd be the winner, huh? I was robbed. I skipped some of the dialogue there. Do you think he went through all that trouble to get his cow back, then ended up losing because of it? Oh, okay. Interesting. Luke can speak to animals. That is so crazy. What a little tidbit of information. Okay, we're saved, and then for extra safety, I'm going to save state. Nice. Okay, I'm starving, chat. I think we'll pick this up next stream. Might be tomorrow, might be Saturday. I'm not sure. I want to get to streaming more again, but I also have to finish some videos and then work on some stuff in the background. I think I'm going to make a sticker club, which is sort of like a way people can support me, but I still feel like they get something back. So yeah, if any of you guys are hyped about a sticker club, that's coming soon, I think. And beyond that, I don't think I have any announcements. All right, thanks for watching as always. I'll catch you next time. Do Profit out for now.